2 o'clock Eastern, and that means that it's the start of our middle part of our broadcast. If you're joining us here, my name is Luke Stengel. I'm joined here in the broadcasting booth with my friend Chris DeSico. We just had a brief 10-minute break, and we are going to be coming back live here with more 3-pound action and, very excitingly, 12-pound full combat action, Chris. 12-pound is one of my favorite weight classes because it's so accessible, but the hits are so much larger than the 3-pound hits. We're going to see some really interesting designs in the 12-pound class, and we're going to be seeing 12s and 30s, you know, here, and really like through the day. All right, let's take a look at a quick highlights package from the 12-pound full combat finals for Norwalk Havoc. This is Hot Leaf Juice here, the tiny little tough black robot here on the left versus Huge, which Hot Leaf Juice, absolutely dominant performance in the finals. You can see team captain Lucy Dew giving a good hug to her driver David Jin. Both BattleBots veterans competing on Sablaze and on Ribot. Now, what you really find is that a lot of the top-ranked builders here today, they also fight on BattleBots. And that's really going to be something to watch for, just that kind of fighting pedigree. And yeah, I think that we're going to see a lot of BattleBots builders go deep. All right, let's take a look at tournament basics here. We've got three weight classes today. We're fighting the 3-pounders, the Beetleweights, 12-pounders, and 30-pounders. This is a double elimination bracket. You need to lose twice before you're eliminated, and you have to go home. We have 2 brackets that are running. If you get kicked down into the elimination bracket, you need to fight your way all the way through until you come back up and compete against the winner of the undefeated bracket, which, as the name suggests, has not lost a single fight the entire day. It is a very, very tough road to climb.
All right, and if you're just tuning in right now, here's the basics. We have 3-minute fights with a possible 30-second encore if the fight is just too exciting. You win by either knockout or a forced tap out. Otherwise, we go to a judge's decision for the fights that go the full 3 minutes. We do have a house bot featured in each one of our boxes to help unstick bots and really give us that up-close camera view of the fights. And it looks like we have some movement still happening over there in box 1. They're loading in those 12-pounders. We got some really exciting stuff coming up for you in this next block. Let's go over to Lindsay.
Hello. If you are just joining us, please join us in the YouTube live chat. We have a ton of people sharing ideas, talking about the matches, discussing, controversial judges' decisions if there are any. So get into the YouTube live chat. There are just a lot of people there waiting for you. And if you want to make sure that your chat is visible and broadcast for everyone to see, send us a super chat and we'll read it live on air. So it's a lot of fun and you can hang out with all of us. I highly recommend you check it out.
That's fantastic. That kind of live social experience is such a cool part about Norwalk Havoc. Everything that we're seeing here is live. We have no idea what's going to happen in these matches. We're calling them live. And all sorts of surprising, interesting, memeable moments are coming out of every single one of these competitions.
Yeah, absolutely. We've already seen some incredible matches today that have sparked a lot of chatter online. And I expect we're going to see a whole lot more of that over the next several hours.
Yeah, as we go deeper and deeper into the competition, we are weeding out the rookie bots, the first-time bots, the bots that still have gremlins, and we are really honing in on the very best robots in the entire world in these weight classes.
Yep.
These are world-class builders. These are world-class bots. We are going to be seeing some incredible action in the next few hours.
Yeah, and we are putting the spotlight on some of those new bots that are kind of now just emerging. And they're going up against some of those titans of the sport, right here in our very first match of the 2022 season.
Now, again, we have pit reporter Katie Osborne. She was fantastic back in December, and she's here again here in March. Hey, Katie, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing great already. This day has already created so many battles, already some good storylines that we're following, including some with the losers bracket. James here, they forgot their weapon lock, which of course can be very dangerous. And so that's been a little bit of the hold up here, but it looks like we're about to go and it's game time.
Okay, very good. We're loading here into cage 3. It looks like the box is locked. Looks like this is Black Adder versus Voltage. Voltage is being run by Team Stamina, captained by Johnny Soonpass. And Voltage here is one of his team members running a first-time robot versus Black Adder, which is an absolute veteran of this sport.
4, 3.
These are two kids. You can see AJ there with Black Adder. He's been fighting here at Norwalk for years.
You know, googly eyes just enhance every bot. Oh, no!
Yeah, I saw a little piece of black plastic. Oh, and no, that's a bad bump for Black Adder, which finds itself on the mini-bot of Voltage.
I mean, if you're Voltage, that's what you want to see.
Voltage is eager to land another hit. That was a halfway help from Brett.
Wow.
Black Adder now finds itself under Voltage. Is Black Adder dead?
Are both these bots dead? We're gonna get a little assistance here from the house bot and see if we can free someone up.
Okay, they're spinning.
Is it controlled? Oh, there we go.
It looks like the weapon on Black Adder is down. The weapon on Voltage remains absolutely bulletproof here. And I can hear the count out. The ref is counting somebody out. Oh, well,
it might have been Pin.
Oh, well, Pin. That's right, Chris. There we go. I was thinking to myself, Black Adder's pretty mobile. What a strange match. What's happening with Voltage here?
It seems like, you know, that early exchange messed up both of these bots.
Wow! Huge hit on the back of Black Adder.
What happened?
That is a tap out from Black Adder. Your winner is Voltage. That is a pretty good...
What was that hit?
That's a pretty good opening match for Voltage here. Especially for a brand new robot up against a veteran like Black Adder.
Yeah, there we see Black Adder high centered on the mini bot. Wow.
Oh, huge pop right there. Incredible.
Yep, there was the belt. And that's all she wrote.
Yeah, there you go. Voltage, good match. Good match for like a first-time bot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good. Yeah. All right, it looks like we are starting to load into Cage 2. But first, we're going to check in with Katie, who's here with our first 12-pound full combat match.
Yeah, and actually, they're still having a conversation about what to kind of expect here. Ainsley's the driver behind Insubordination, kicking off the nerves.
I am so nervous. I'm so excited, though. Probably more excited than I am nervous.
My 7-year-old nephew calls that neurited, and I think it's a pretty cool term for it because I think there's a lot of people feeling that way right now. What do you think Insubordination brings to the table today?
Insubordination is a heavy hitter, very heavy. We're expecting to hit head-on, just as hard as we can, try to get around, see if we can get to the back so we don't go weapon on weapon. But that's our strategy. I hope it goes well.
And now that some people know the strategy, is there anything else that you guys are keeping in your back pocket?
Maybe just a little bit.
Okay, there you go. That's Ainsley, and she, again, is the one behind Insubordination who's going out first here today.
Very cool.
Incredible. Ainsley is part of Florida Polytechnic. So this is a college team, and this is their first time competing at Norwalk Havoc. They typically build robots and fight them down in Florida, where there's a very active combat robotics scene. And yeah, this is their first time really kind of coming up to Norwalk to see if they've got what it takes here to advance. All right, we're going to check in with Lindsay, who we hear has a super chat.
I sure do, and this is actually from Belargus, and he says, glorious Shufflebot multi-race. Glorious Shufflebot master race. Yeah, I mean, this is, there's a lot of Shufflebot fans out there, and it's not something that we see typically so commonly at Norwalk, but it's always exciting when we do.
Every single time I see unconventional locomotion, I get excited. I get like a little bit of excitement in my heart, you know? And Shufflebots, absolutely incredible. I mean, you've got the mobility of wheels, but you've got that extra 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds that you can put into your armor or your into your weapon. All right. Let's see. Which cage are we going to go to next? I see a couple of cages that are ready to go.
Yep. Cage 2 is all locked up, and I see a couple of bots in there. And cage 1 looks like they're readying a couple of the 12-pounders.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Okay. It is really something else when you're watching this live, because really anything can happen. Here in cage 2, we see that Harvester, our plucky little rookies from Connecticut, they've lost a wheel, Chris. They've lost it before the match started, Chris.
Can someone just give him a little glue?
Yeah, do we have super glue?
Bubble gum. Does anyone have bubble gum and a paper clip?
Alex Johnson with Taurine is looking on here and wondering what he's going to do with Harvester.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
There we see those Figure Tech wheel locks might have sustained damage in one of those very graphic fights earlier today.
Oh, my God. I think that Justin Hunter is going to run Harvester without a wheel. Now, this really comes down to the cage manager about whether they will allow Justin to have extra time and put on this wheel. But it looks like he might be running it with just one wheel. Oh, my gosh. Nope. All right. Wow. A very kind cage manager has allowed Justin to take it back into the pits. Is this a forfeiture? Is this a match delay? I don't know. I guess we're going to find out here in just a second. Okay.
Yeah, my guess is that's probably going to be a forfeit.
No,
otherwise, you would see probably a lot more sprinting.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's good. All right. We've just heard it over the radio. Harvester has forfeited. That is their last match of the day. But I want to give a round of applause to the Hunter family for coming out. They are huge fans of combat robotics, and they say that they are going to be building robots multiple times this year and competing here at Norwalk. Huge round of applause from the audience. They have a lot of fans here today, and they love Harvester. My goodness. Okay. Well, that was an easy match for Taurine, which advances.
Yeah.
Team WPI. Oh, here we go. There's the Harvester fans. Yay, that's a good wave from the audience. Harvester, there we go. I love when there's a family team, and I love when they bring their friends and family out.
They're a good crop.
Good. Good. Okay. All right. Well, they've loaded out that box. I can see the doors are open on the big box over there. Yeah. Just going to be us hanging out here, I guess. Do we want to check in possibly with Lindsay, see if there's anything good happening in the YouTube live chat?
Yeah, what are folks talking about?
All right, so yeah, I mean, it's sad to see Harvester go. Not only did they have a lot of fans in the audience, but they also had a lot of fans in the chat. So we have a lot of people sending off Harvester, you know, for the day, but keeping them in their thoughts and in their well wishes, because I think even in just one day of fighting, they already made a big impression.
That's cool. Yeah, you know, it's cool to see a local team, especially when your hometown's just 30 minutes away from Norwalk. It really means that you can fight here as much as you want.
Right.
It's a very accessible competition to you. There are people here competing who have flown in from Texas, who have flown in from the other side of the country, and for them to have access to 6 competitions a year by just driving down to Norwalk is incredible.
Yeah.
And it's a real competitive differentiator, because now they can test out 6 different designs this year if they wanted to.
Yeah, and that's, I think, ultimately why you're seeing the pedigree of Northeast bots, you know, gain so much traction here in the last year or two. We have, you know, West Coast, you know, clusters of builders and Florida clusters of builders, but now we have this great location here in Norwalk that that really does bring some of the best talent globally to one fighting stage.
All right, let's check in with Katie, who's got Pensive Prosciutto with her.
Yeah, no, Aaron, you have been a hot topic on the chat here today. Why do you think Pensive Prosciutto is creating some conversation in waves?
Because its name is really fun to say. Prosciutto.
That's the reason? Okay. But if you were to break it down the bot, what you guys have today in the loser's bracket, but there is some sort of hope. What was the takeaway from earlier?
It's really just getting the hang of driving this thing. The ring has extremely high inertia, so it tends to spin itself while it spins up the ring. And yeah, just basically getting the hang of driving this thing. It's hard to test outside of the arena box because it tends to ping pong and will probably destroy your toes and ankles. So yeah, it's like live practice.
No, I can see how it's a lot of practice. Aaron has had a lot of practice over time, but not with this one. And you're about to go get some more right now, guys.
All right. Saw Aaron Fan talking with Katie, and he's right about to start fighting here. Pensive Prosciutto versus Chubby Unicorn. Two of my favorite robot names I've seen today. Chubby Unicorn and Pensive Prosciutto. Are there weirder robots here today, Chris?
There's always a weirder robot at Norwalk.
Yes. All right. Here in cage 3, the box is locked.
7,
They're ready to go.
6, 5.
This is elimination
4,
bracket round
3,
2. High
2,
stakes here. The
1.
loser of this match will be going home.
Fight.
Good action right out of the box from
Chubby
Chubby
Unicorn
Unicorn.
is inverted.
Chubby Unicorns cross the box in an attempt to slow the weapon on Pensive Prosciutto. Pensive Prosciutto is a shuffle bot. Those are not wheels. It is walking. Huge hit on Chubby Unicorn, tossing it aside. See the absolute focus of Aaron and Pensive Prosciutto. That ring spinner is looking amazing.
Yeah. And this is the second time now they've righted an inverted Chubby Unicorn, who has just
Huge
lost
hits.
the belt on that weapon.
Yeah, Chubby Unicorn's weapon has gone down. At this point, this is Aaron's match to lose. Can he keep that ring spinner running? Can he remain mobile for the next 2 minutes?
Wow.
I'll give it to Chubby Unicorn. They are not afraid to go straight into that weapon. Just feed themselves into the wood chipper. Pensive Prosciutto. Oh, the Chubby Unicorn. It's slow, Chris. It's slow.
Of course.
Oh, no. It's being counted out, Chris. Oh, this Chubby Unicorn is looking sad. Oh, and that is a knockout.
Wow.
Aaron Fan and Pensive Prosciutto will advance. Chubby Unicorn's going back to the forest.
Chubby Unicorn has eaten its last cupcake.
Chubby Unicorn, run by Nathan Kai from Waltham, Massachusetts. And going out in elimination bracket round 2. It's a pretty tough robot, and it's custom built, which I absolutely love. But when you have a ring spinner that's able to run the full minutes of the match, really tough to go up against. Incredible. All right. See there. Oh, they're sharing their own little weapon key. That's pretty great.
We're just about ready to head over to cage 1 for some 12-pound bot action.
Incredible. Okay, Insubordination, which we saw earlier. This is a vertical spinner from Florida Polytechnic versus front towards enemy, which it's a little ominous. I think it's kind of a an homage to military technology. And for good reason, the builder of Front Towards Enemy builds robots for military applications, which is pretty cool. We've got the killer robots coming, Chris. Oh, wow. Front Towards Enemy is a 3-wheeled robot. Look at that.
Oh, look at that. That's very interesting. It probably functions like a gigantic mechanism wheel.
It looks like it might be swerve drive. That's really cool.
That is neat.
Okay. Gil says that this is Kiwi-style Omni Drive. I don't know, is that from New Zealand or something, Gil? Because Kiwi-style Omni Drive. Interesting. Okay. This is going to be an interesting match.
I can't wait to see how this thing works.
Yeah. The three-wheel design, so odd.
I mean, it's definitely designed to constantly square up that weapon with its enemy.
Yeah.
But maybe it kind of like oh, look at that!
Is it able to drive in a straight line, Chris?
It is.
Front towards enemy, run by Daniel Gonzalez, Valkyrie team member Daniel Gonzalez from Somerville, Massachusetts. He is a robotics research scientist at a defense company and MIT grad and studied at West Point. So this is a very smart builder. I don't know how smart it is, though, if you build three wheels instead of 4, so we're going to have to see.
We'll see.
It's an ambitious design, Chris, I'll tell you that. All right, our first 12-pound full combat match of the day. I am hyped right now. I can't wait to see this.
That is just so cool
like
to
military
look at.
technology.
Yeah, right.
Interesting. I'd love to hear from the chat whether they think this is going to work. Wow, 3 wheels, Kiwi style, Omni Drive. Is that what Gil said?
Kiwi Drive. Yeah, I think that's what he said. Because in some parts of the world people drive on the right, in some parts of the world people drive on the left. In New Zealand, you spin in circles in the center of the road.
Yeah, you just kind of crab walk in New Zealand. Yeah. Yeah, they haven't figured out the 4th wheel yet on the cars. We're getting there.
8.
All right,
7.
Insubordination
6,
versus front towards
5,
enemy. Let's get
4,
this started. Very
3,
stoked about this.
2, 1.
Fight, robots, fight.
All right.
Hey, Insubordination has crossed the box.
Wow.
Oh, no! I'm seeing some army green
dancing.
parts.
A pirouette.
Is that? Okay, no, that's just
a little bit of armor.
The wheel guards on front towards enemy. And Insubordination has managed to get around and hit the side of the robot.
Oh, wow.
Good shots.
I see some
battery.
guts.
I see the battery out of front towards enemy. I think that robot is dead. Florida Polytechnic.
Oh, wow.
12-pound full combat win at Norwalk Havoc, and they are very excited. Ainsley, look at that. Wow.
Oh, that is so exciting.
You can see her just absolutely overcome with emotion there, and that is a convincing win. Daniel Gonzalez, what happened? Here we go. Let's take a look at this replay. He lost a piece. Ainsley got around, landed a good shot.
The pirouette.
Oh, and that was weapon on weapon, although it was the side of the weapon, and there goes that battery. Oh no, tap out, that's what he's saying. You know there's a button for that, Daniel. Yeah. Here comes Ainsley. There we go. Chris, she almost fainted. Yeah, there we go. Florida Polytechnic, convincing win there. All right. Great match. Can't wait to see more 12-pound action. We'll be back with more in just a little bit. We're going to take a quick break.
Stay tuned.
So the first part of the process is for us to retrieve your material. We have over 200 materials in stock. Once we grab them, they're going to be loaded onto one of 3 processes: laser, water jet, or CNC router. For laser cutting, we love Amada equipment. This is our 4 kilowatt Ventus machine, which is absolutely amazing. We use it for everything up to about a ½ inch in thickness. At this point, your material's been loaded, the G-code has been created on our network, and the last thing to do is hit go. If If you choose a material such as carbon fiber or any metal over a 1/2 inch in thickness, it's going to go onto one of our water jets. This is one of our Flow Mach 100s. Super amazing machine, 60,000 PSI of water pressure. It'll cut up to 6 inches in thickness. I don't think we're going to offer that to the public, but it's really incredible what this thing's capable of. It gives us amazing edge quality, and we can cut just about anything with it. For some materials, the best method of cutting is going to be to use one of our custom CNC routers. This machine is great. It'll give amazing edge quality on materials like UHMW and birch plywood. This machine has a 14 horsepower spindle and a 10-place automatic tool changer, so our setup time is measured in seconds, not in minutes. No matter what material you choose, we're going to use the best possible method to give you the highest quality product. After your parts have been cut, if they meet our size and thickness requirements, they'll go through one of our deburring machines. The deburring process will remove minor burrs, dross, or heavy scratches in your part. After deburring, if your part has holes or features that need to be tapped or threaded, they'll come over to our tapping department to be processed. If your parts require bending, they'll come over to our bending department, and most likely they'll be bent on one of our Amada EG series press brakes. They're all servo-driven, super fast, and highly accurate. If you choose powder coating, that's the last step in our process before shipping. We'll clean your part, coat it, bake it, then it's out the door. Finally, we have our shipping department. Your parts are counted, weighed, checked for final QC, then they're boxed up and ready to head out the door. We ship from the facility closest to you to guarantee 2 to 3 day transit. If you have any questions, email us, support@sendcutsend.com. Thanks for watching.
Is watching all this robot combat making you want to build your first bot? Send Cut Send is a great place to start. Scan the QR code on your screen to access helpful tutorials on using Send Cut Send for all your DIY projects. Use Build for Norwalk 10 for 10% off your next order. Thank you so much, Send Cut Send, for sponsoring Norwalk Havoc. Okay, now we saw a fantastic 12-pound opening match there. Can't wait to see more. I do see that we have locked into cage 3. Looks like it's Phantom 3 versus Spartan X. Phantom 3 run by Nick Buckholtz. Phantom X run by Johnny Soompas. Flew in here from the Bahamas. And we're going to see Elimination Bracket Round 2 action here.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Fight, robots, fight.
Here we go.
This is a do-or-die moment for these two robots. The loser will be going home early. Now we see the overhead spinner of Phantom 3 versus the conventional mid-cutter of Spartan X. Phantom 3 run by Nick Buckholtz from Bloodsport on BattleBots. And Spartan X run by Johnny Soompas, who would love to make it onto BattleBots before the end of his high school career. And with performance like this, you know, I think he's got a pretty good shot.
I think he's yeah, absolutely.
One of the really remarkable things about Spartan X is how physically large that robot is.
Yeah.
I was talking to Johnny in the pits, and the way he was able to get that is through a combination of aluminum and carbon fiber. That bot is very lightweight, so he's able to put a lot of that distance into his weapon housing. And he's got easily a half dozen weapons to choose from. Oh, but look at that. Oh!
Looks like part of that weapon housing has actually kind of broken off of the bot.
It looks like Spartan
He's still
X
spinning up, though.
Lost part of its armor package. Wow, the overhead spinner on Phantom 3 is still absolutely menacing, Chris. Chris, that was a Phantom Menace reference. Wow,
yeah, it's a real mauling.
Good. Both of these weapons fully operational with less than 90 seconds left to go.
Fully armed and operational.
And it really looks like Spartan X has succeeded in getting Phantom 3 into the corner. Is the drive on Phantom 3 running?
Oh, boy.
We know the weapon is.
All right. Curious if
no!
Spartan's going to want to keep its distance.
will Johnny Sumpas allow Nick to just die there? I can hear the count out. It's happening. Johnny Sumpas is going to remain alive in the elimination bracket. Nick Buchholz is going home. That is the end of this match, which ends in a knockout. Wow.
Knockout.
Phantom III going home early. Nick Buchholz, one of my favorite builders. He is a Team WPI master's student, graduate student, I should say. Studying engineering, studying robotics, and Team WPI, they've fielded a half a dozen or more robots here today. They consistently end at the top of the bracket for a reason. These students are very smart. Johnny Sumpas, though, you know what he has? He's got heart, and he, like, sticks with it. So, yeah, really looking forward to seeing Johnny's performance. All right, let's go over to Katie. Hello, Katie.
Well, hey, all the way from Dayton, Ohio, it is Owen Coakley and Kaleidoscope. Now, the cool factor here is, A, you're a rookie. That's cool. Number 2, you have a weapon that spins at about 300 miles an hour. Is that a rumor?
That is correct. We're hoping that the high tip speed is going to be able to win any weapon-on-weapon engagement that we go against. But this is the first test that this bot's ever had. So this is the first time putting it in the cage, really testing it, and the first opponent it's fought. So we're hoping that holds up.
Okay, so rookie contestant over here. What are the expectations for yourself?
I want to put on a show and want to do well. Don't just want to die to some basic electronic failure, but looking to do pretty good.
Yeah, this is one of those situations, guys, where there's constant learning and growing, and that's what these guys are really going to put their pants on for today.
I love Kaleidoscope. It's the most gorgeous robot in the field here today. I was going to say one of, but I couldn't think of another one. It is the prettiest robot here today. I hope we can get a great shot of it. It looks like a cross between Endgame and Bite Force. Made completely out of aluminum, and it's got this striking purple weapon bar. And there we go. Look at that thing.
Yeah,
Chris,
that's gorgeous. Great design.
A beautiful robot. Oh, I just love it. Like the welds on that aluminum, that is hard to get, you know? Like if you've ever tried welding aluminum, that is like very tough. Now, concerningly, plastic forks on the front, Chris.
And I think that was because of they really kind of maxed out their weight in that armor package and in the weapon.
Yeah, what he was saying yesterday in safety was that they're ablative, essentially. Like, they're very easy to rip those off. And he's got a ton of them in the back. I am concerned about plastic forks. I don't know if I've seen that before and see that be competitive. But we're going to have to see if plastic forks can survive, a 12-pound full combat fight.
Yeah, and you know my feelings about single-use plastics.
Yes, you hate it. Yeah. Just bring those right out to the water. Just throw them right in the water when you're done with them. All right, cool. Loading into Cage 2, I see Jenson versus ER Stingray. This is a Northwestern robot here with Jenson from Northwestern Combat Robotics Club. And ER Stingray, this is Elimination Bracket Round 2. The loser here will be going home.
7, 6.
Interesting
5,
short bar
4,
that they have on the
3,
bottom.
2, 1.
Fight, robots, fight.
This is a short bar on Jenson, which is this unpainted metal robot here we see being shoved into the corner. And ER Stingray is running those green wheels. These are both horizontal spinners. I was talking to the builder of Jenson, and they said that they've angled this short bar in hopes of kicking their opponents up into the air.
Yeah, it actually functions similar to like a a 5-iron, right?
There you go. Oh, and look at that cute little mini-bot. It's a Jeep, Chris. The weapon on Jenson looks like it's dead. ER Stingray looks fully operational. That Jeep has seen better days.
It's not the off-road package, that's why.
With the weapon on Jenson dead, really ER Stingray just has to stay alive for another 2 minutes. Continue
Looks like
to
we might have
rack
another
up
pin.
aggression and control points.
Cartage run.
Interesting. Looks like both of these weapons are down. Is it just a choice on ER Stingray? Or has something happened with both of these
another
weapons?
pin.
Good pin from the mini-bot of ER Stingray. Every single one of these pins, they're racking up control points. Really what you're looking for in control is, can I prevent my opponents from doing what they want to do? Can I control the pace of this match? Can I decide where I'm going to put my opponent? And ER Stingray's mini-bot is doing that. We see Jenson, the team Jenson there, wearing their Nerk bucket hats. That is the hottest fashion item of March Norwalk Habit, Chris. If they have an extra, do you think they could bring you down one? What do you think?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Would that mess up your hair?
You know, I'm very particular about hats.
It looks like they're getting counted out. ER Stingray's done it. Elimination bracket round 2. That is a knockout. Jenson has been eliminated. Jenson was run by Kevin Beck from Evanston, Illinois. Tombstone style beetle with a chamfered weapon edge designed to kick opponents up. And he was running with a mini-bot, that tiny little Jeep, so that he was able to make weight. That is a 3.5-pound robot. And defeated early here in the competition. Did you have fun, Kevin? Good. That's perfect. I love it. Jenson, highly experimental robot, but going home a little bit early. I love the Northwestern crew. I really hope that they continue to fight here.
Yeah.
You know, this is the premier combat robotics event on the planet, you know, for these weight classes. And, oh my gosh, it's a pizza-themed robot, Chris.
What?
Look at that.
What?
Oh my gosh, is that RIPperoni? Bro, I think that's RIPperoni. This was one of the robots that I heard people talking about before this competition. RIPperoni is one of these feared robots. That disc on RIPperoni is mean.
Wow, look at that thing.
You can see that RIPperoni's cut out portions of that wheel to really extend the bite on that. This weapon is basically at its maximum size. RIPperoni competed at Motorama and just tore through the competition. I think this is going to be a very spicy pizza indeed, Chris.
I think that this is what you would call a stuffed crust.
RIPperoni, I love it. Facing off against Waddles, driven by and built by Brian Boxall, I believe. Brian Boxall, WPI, a student from Worcester, Massachusetts. And RIPperoni, that is a robot to fear. Don't be fooled by its friendly exterior and delicious interior, Chris.
Don't even think about using a coupon.
Right. I think that this is going to be a really, really good match. Can't wait to see it.
30 minutes or you're dead.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
I could do pizza taglines all day.
Okay. RIPperoni, run by Anna Zolnikov, uppercut team member Anna Zolnikov. So we're going to see if we can see one of these one-hit KOs. All right, let's go over to Katie. Hello, Katie.
Hey, we're talking with Anna Zolnikov here, and she is the driver behind Everything Pizza here. And I'm just calling it that. What was the motivation for having a little bit of a pizza theme?
Well, we just wanted to make it fun and interesting. There's a lot of really tough-looking robots, and that's not really our vibe. We're just like a really fun group of people, so we wanted the bot to reflect that.
And I think that's exactly what is happening here. We got a little bit of a Hawaiian shirt. The question, though, that people are asking, what's your favorite kind of pizza?
Mushroom.
You shouldn't even have to think about that, guys. What's yours? What do you all like?
I mean, we were talking about this earlier. Because we're in Connecticut, I have to say the clam pizza, you know?
You said that clam pizza was
I love a saucy clam pizza. Give me as much salt water on the top as I can just ingest. there's all these Connecticuters here in the audience. I have to play to the crowd. I love your clam pizza, Connecticut. Yeah, mushroom pizza. That's a nice conservative.
I think the kids from the Brooklyn are going to be waiting for you out in the parking lot today. Oh, here's Waddles.
All right. Wow, we've got a whole cheer section for Waddles. Yeah, it's like a penguin-themed robot, Chris.
Naturally.
Penguins.
They
Waddle.
should have worn tuxedos.
Now, a penguin versus a pepperoni pizza. What do you think?
I think
In
we
the
all
wild.
win. I think we all win. Luke.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We see Jim Haney walking around inside of the big box, checking on our brand new house bot, which I think is named Bubbles. I've heard Bubbles from several people, which is a great name.
It is.
Yeah.
It's my sister's name.
Yeah, exactly. Bubbles. All right. Well, hopefully Bubbles is tuning in and watching her brother and her
baby daddy.
Okay, this is so weird. We're brothers-in-law, and I'm dating Bubbles, all right? Which is her actual government name.
Yes.
You know?
Yes, that is her.
Yeah. Bubbles
that is
Tasika.
It's on the certificate.
Yeah.
It's actually Bubbles McGurk. She changed it to Tasika's back in the 80s.
There you go. All right, RIPperoni.
Oh my goodness!
Look at this thing. I can't wait to see it. We've got the Waddle line going here. Brian Boxall. Let's see if he can pull out a huge upset here. I'm going to call it an upset just because RIPperoni is tried and tested. This is the first time that Brian is running Waddles. Looks kind of Caldera-esque, wouldn't you say? He also built Caldera. Now, one of the cool things is when you look at the robot up close, Waddles is completely penguined out. They have little penguin feet on the outside of the wheels. Wow, look at all these penguins. They're ready to go, Chris. And a Zolnikov. Just cool as a cucumber, cool as a mushroom, Chris. So stoked about this. I can't even tell you.
7,
this is
6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
12-pound.
Here we go.
Gotta love it. Oh,
Robots
30 pounds.
fight.
Oh my!
RIPperoni!
Wow!
Huge hit for RIPperoni, which finds itself up on the rail. And a Zolnikov
Waddles
did not
goes in for
expect that.
the easy hit and misses its mark.
Oh my God, Brian Boxall has removed the right wheel from RIPperoni. Anna now has to gyro into place. This is a huge turn of events. Oh no, she's backed up right into the weapon of Waddles. Brian Boxall very wisely hanging back, flinging that piece of plastic across the box. This is 30-pound action, Chris.
Wow.
Our first 30-pound match of the day, and we're coming out just swinging. Now with RIPperoni down a wheel, will the referee call it? We can see Waddles waddling around here.
I think that RIPperoni is currently not able to continue.
The Penguins are happy about that one.
Knockout.
Incredible. Waddles is the winner here. Undefeated bracket round 1, 30-pound action. Brian Boxall is very pleased with his performance. Let's see a recap here. Oh, big hit right out of the box. But Brian survived it, and Anna managed to find herself on the rail. Brian capitalized by taking off that wheel. And from there, it's all smiles for Brian and his team.
Wow.
Okay. RIPperoni. All right. RIPperoni had that kind of uppercut style, box rush and that huge hit. RIPperoni is designed for one-hit knockouts.
Yep.
And really that kind of weird bump getting up onto the rail spelled her demise.
Yeah.
So Anna Zolnikov is being kicked down into the elimination bracket.
Yep.
And Waddles is going to be waddling its way along in the winners bracket.
We'll hopefully see her again in the cold leftovers of that elimination bracket. I'm looking forward to seeing that bot fight again. But Waddles, awesome stuff.
Yeah, fantastic. You know, Brian Boxall, one of the best builders and drivers here, and it's really cool that he's still building brand new robots. He's had so much success with Eruption and Caldera. To come out and say, I'm going to build a 30-pounder next is pretty big. It's
yeah.
Like it's a pretty big step. Okay, good. All right, it looks like we're going to go over to Cage 1 for a 12-pound fight here. Kaleidoscope versus Warhard Extra Large.
2, 1.
Fight. Robots fight.
Oh! Huge from Warhard Extra Large.
Oh, nice!
And those plastic forks are gone, Chris.
Wow. Oh, no!
Kaleidoscope now finds itself up on the rail. It's got itself down, and Warhard is on its head.
Wow, that is a scary bot.
You can hear it just spinning up at 310 miles an hour.
Cow.
Peeling up the top plate from Warhard Extra Large.
Wow.
Chris, they didn't need those forks at all.
Nope.
They just went weapon first. I love it. Huge shower of sparks. I am loving this match. Jonathan Juarez from Warhard Extra Large has now got himself off the rail and he's mobile again. But that weapon is dead. Owen Coakley, look at this.
Wow.
Tap out.
Wow, that is a tap out. Fast tap out from Jonathan Juarez and Warhard
that
Extra
gave me
Large.
like bite force vibes.
And that is a huge round of applause from the audience. They are loving Kaleidoscope. That was a huge win. All right, we're gonna go over to Katie, who's here with Waddles.
Well, with Waddles, that's just the fact that you guys are dancing and doing your own little waddle over there. It's actually Brian Boxall, and he's one of the builders here behind Waddles. You have the control, you're the driver. You guys had some hype going into that first 30-pound battle.
Oh, absolutely. We've been working on this robot for a solid 7 or 8 months or so, and to see it finally come into fruition is just really cool. We've put in a ton of work over the past couple of weeks. My whole team getting it ready. So to see the thing actually do what it was designed to do, it's just like amazing.
Now you sent the bot up to the pits to get some repairs. What are some of those repairs you're going to need to do?
So halfway through the fight, my right side drive stopped responding. So I still had weapon and left side drive, so I was able to, crab walk around the arena and not get knocked out. But no real idea what's going on with the right side drive.
And is penguin your favorite animal? Why penguin? Why Waddles?
So we always thought penguins were cute, and we're a team from WPI. And anyone who knows WPI probably knows Ribot from BattleBots. Our running joke is that if a penguin was given the opportunity to eat a frog, it absolutely would.
There you go, guys, and that is the closing remarks. Thank you. We'll let you go fix the bot. Let's head on over to Cage 3.
Okay. We've got Beetleweight action here in Cage 3. We've got Christian Cooper and Tothik versus Jameson Go and Silent Spring.
Oh, boy. Oh, this is exciting.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Fight. Robots fight.
See that walking motion from Silent Spring, crossing the box, taking it straight to Tothik.
Tothik just lost a little bit of that front wedge.
Tothik, ironically, is running a Sodley-style fork configuration designed to capture Silent Spring. Landing a good pin there. Oh, and another good pin.
Are we going to see
Tothik.
this? Oh, my God!
Let's see it! Christian!
Oh, no!
Oh, no! I saw Christian throw up his hands in frustration. Is that overhead attack saw working? Wow.
Wow. I mean, this is why, you know, you see bots that have this configuration. They have to be so careful with that articulating arm because so much can go wrong with it out there, all hanging out on its own.
Now with 2 minutes left to go, Jemson still has plenty of time to rack up damage, aggression, and control points. Oh no! You can hear it! Silent Spring is trying to cut its way out of the box. Wow, another huge hit. And Tothik is racking up these aggression and control points by dictating the pace of this match, repeatedly pinning Silent Spring. We've got 90 seconds of action here left. Plenty of time here to score a knockout. And again, another good pin from Tothik on Silent Spring.
Wow.
Amazing.
There's a good close look at those little shuffler nubs on Silent Spring.
Shuffler nubs, I like that, Chris.
That's the scientific term.
I'm sure Jemson would love that description. Jemson now is back onto his feet. He had spent most of that match on his head. Is he able to defeat Tothik here with a fully functional weapon?
50 seconds left on the clock.
Will the weapon on Silent Spring come back? Is the weapon on Silent Spring dead? 40 seconds left. It's coming down to a pushing match, and Tothik continues to win in these pushing matches.
Incredible, even with the you know, the weight advantage that we have in Silent Spring.
I haven't seen the weapon on Silent Spring. I think that Jameson's weapon is dead. That's a good pin from Jamo. As he just pursues his prey. Tothik is looking ragged, but this one will go to the judges.
Wow.
This has lasted the full 3 minutes, and one last pin from Silent Spring. That is the end of the match. Incredible. Sable's Captain Jemson Go ironically faced a Sable's-esque beetle weight in Tothik. And even though Tothik was a full pound and a half lighter, it was able to shove around Silent Spring all over this box. However, I'm sure that Christian Cooper would have loved to have seen his weapon running. And this one. Okay, we have a question from the judges. Jemson, we've got a question from the judges. Are you able to spin your weapon, or is your weapon dead? Can Jemson Go hear me? Katie's relaying the question from the judges to Jamo. Looks like Jemson's going to test his robot to see if his weapon is dead or if he's able to spin it up. Interesting question from the judges.
Doesn't look like his weapon is functioning.
Yeah, that weapon is dead. Okay. All right, judges. Silent Spring's weapon was dead at the end of that match. Let's see how that affects their scores as they are still deliberating. All right, let's see it. 1 vote for Tothik, 2 votes for Tothik. Chris?
Is it a split decision? No.
It's a unanimous judges' decision for Tothik.
Wow.
Incredible. Okay. Tothik, driven by Christian Cooper, ranked 51st career all-time, defeating Silent Spring, which is ranked 2nd all-time. We're gonna go to Katie. Let's check in Katie with Katie, who's cage side.
Well, after you tried if you could turn your robot on, do you think the judges were accurate in saying all 3 should have gone to Tothik there?
I mean, I think it worked out pretty well for them. So, yeah, I think I'd probably say that's fine.
All right, so he would be agreeing with the judges. Is there anything your takeaways from that for the remainder of the day?
Not really. Nah. I mean, the advantages and disadvantages are basically exactly what we thought they would be. The robot is heavier, so I can't self-right like the normal Silent Spring would. I spent most of that fight trying to self-right instead of attacking him, and maybe that was the fault.
All right, Jameson's perspective there. Gentlemen in the booth, your thoughts?
Great sportsmanship from Jameson Go. And yeah, you know, we're going to see Jameson go in the elimination bracket. Okay, let's go over here. 30-pound action.
5,
Asa Whacker
4,
versus Warlock.
3, 2, 1.
Fight, robots, fight.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Slow start for these two robots. Asa Whacker does not appear to be able to spin up its weapon. And Warlock is coming in.
No.
Warlock! Tipping Asa Whacker onto its side. Oh, and up against the rail. Asa Whacker's drive is down. Its weapon is down. Here comes Bubbles to help out. Oh, this is Fluffy. Fluffy with its many hats. Oh, no! Fluffy hit Warlock. What happened? Who is driving Fluffy? Can we get a blood alcohol level reading on the driver of Fluffy? Warlock, though, is still alive. It looks like we've got a show motion. Oh my God! Warlock is now it's pouring smoke here.
Oh no!
And I think that this match is ending.
I don't know if Fluffy made this better or worse.
All right, that is the count out. This is a knockout win for Warlock. Asa Whacker is going back to the pits to figure out what happened with their weapon and their drive. Interesting.
Knockout.
Okay. The winner of that match was Warlock, because I can see the winner choking on Asa Whacker, so let's make sure that that's correct so that our brackets don't get messed up. Warlock was the winner. There we go. Okay. Warlock is a University of Maryland college team bot. There we go.
It's gonna replay and Fluffy.
Replay of
just on
Fluffy. Out
throwing
for
a tantrum.
blood, Chris.
Hey,
Fluffy.
what did you do that for?
Hates Warlock for some reason. I feel like there should be a grudge match later today. Okay. All right, we're gonna go over to Cage 2. I can see loaded into the box, Rachet versus Tiefschlag. This is P1 team member Sarah Parecki in her third Norwalk fight against Steve Campbell and Tiefschlag. This is winner's bracket round 3.
2, 1.
Fight, robots, fight.
This is Tiefschlag's first fight of the day, Sarah Parecki's third fight of the day. Sarah is working out a lot of the early gremlins in her bots. Staying alive in the winner's bracket, which is very exciting. Oh, and look at that.
2-0 bot.
It looks like Rachet has lost its weapon belts.
Oh, no.
Now, is the weapon on Tiefschlag still running?
Is the drive working on Tiefschlag? It seems. Oh, wait, there we go.
There we go. It looks like the weapon on Tiefschlag is still running. Sarah Parecki and Rachet have a dead weapon, and the right side of their drive is not functioning. It looks like Tiefschlag may have chopped off part of Sarah's wheel. Yeah, just spinning there.
Oh.
No! Tiefschlag launched itself up against the rail.
Twice
for no
off
reason at all.
the house bot.
I think that this may indicate some impaired driving from Tiefschlag. I think that maybe something is not quite right. He'd love to go in and score continued damage on Rachet, but okay, we're getting a show motion. I don't know, that's pretty good motion, Sarah. Okay, Sarah remains alive. Escaped the show motion count out. Tiefschlag would love to come in here and score a knockout with 90 seconds left.
Oh.
Wow.
And they might do that against themselves.
Attack those wheels, Steve. Don't attack the box. Wow. Sarah Parecki crab walking around. She escaped one count out. That is barely translational movement. Sarah has a very generous referee in this box, and Tiefschlag is intent on taking it straight to Norwalk Havoc and our boxes. Look at this, Chris. I don't know if Tiefschlag's made any contact with Rachet in the last minute.
I don't know if it's actually been in this fight, but I'm about to give it a gold medal for the triple Lutzes that we keep seeing.
All right. Really looks like the Minibot is really the most mobile here. Tiefschlag's Minibot.
30 seconds left on this clock.
Tiefschlag, Chris, is German for low blow. All right? Because it's an undercutter, Chris.
Oh, I get it.
20 seconds left in this match. Can Tiefschlag land one more big hit? Or will it just be landing a hit against the box itself? Here we go, spinning around. Wow, okay. That is the end of the match. This one will go to the judges. Sarah Parecki and Rachet were able to escape that count out. And Tiefschlag, very interesting, unconventional drive. Okay. Now, as the judges deliberate, we're going to go upstairs and check in with Katie and Tothik.
Yeah, Christian Cooper here running two different robots that are the 3 pounds. And that was quite a battle with Jameson, of course, coming down to the judges. Anonymous for all three.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. I was terrified going into this fight. But once he was upside down, I kind of just knew I had to keep him like that. So it worked out well, thankfully.
And you mentioned terrified. Why terrifying, especially when you go up against someone like Jameson?
Because Jameson has, I mean, as of December, the second best, but one of the most dangerous 3-pounders, 5-pounders in the competition. And for a control bot, I didn't even know if I could push 5 pounds. So it was a lot up in the air.
Yeah, and he was telling me that the 3-pounders are some of the most competitive groups around here. And Booth, what do you guys think about that? Do you agree that 3-pounders really bring the competition?
Oh yeah, it's definitely our most developed weight class for sure. Let's check in with the judges here. We've got, oh, look at that. That is a unanimous judges decision for Steve Campbell and Tiefschlag, which advances. Sarah Parecki and Rachet will be going down into the elimination bracket. I'm gonna get there. Great match there, Steve. Fantastic. Okay.
8, 7, 6.
Oh, here we go in cage 3. The countdown has begun.
2.
Apex and Red Hawk.
Robots fight.
Apex is this blue and orange and gold robot here, facing off against Red Hawk, the red and black horizontal spinner. These are all kids running these two robots. You can see the kids from Apex. They're part of the bad crew. And Red Hawk, driven by Josh Belanger. These are not their first rodeos. They've competed multiple times here at Norwalk Havoc. Red Hawk competing for years, multiple years. Apex competing here for about 9 months.
Tap out.
Oh,
we got
boy.
a tap out from Apex. Apex losing a wheel there in that match. Winner is Red Hawk. Undefeated bracket round 3. They will advance to round 4. Apex going down into the elimination bracket. You always love to see kids competing here. Kids building, kids driving, kids designing these robots. It is incredibly fun, and you know, I can see why it's so popular. All right, let's check in with Katie, who I hear has RIPperoni.
Yeah, here with Anna, and first and foremost, I thought it did smell like pizza when I came up to you guys. Turns out they're eating bagels, but it doesn't. Anyways, your bot, you had to make a couple of repairs after that first battle with a long day ahead. What were you working on?
Yeah, we had to replace a wheel, but luckily the gearbox was fine. And we have a few places that we got to file down the frame, but the armor did exactly what it was supposed to do. All of our electronics are working, so we're just going to get ready for the next match.
The question that I have from the gentleman in the booth, they haven't actually asked us yet, but have you ever had clam pizza?
Clam pizza? No. That's a Connecticut thing, right?
Luke, I'll let you answer that one.
All right, Anna, you gotta try clam pizza. All right, like there's gonna be time after the competition. What's like the best clam pizza in Connecticut? Frank Pepe's. That's where I went.
Well, naturally, I'm going to do a plug for Zupardi's A Pete's in West Haven, Connecticut.
Okay. All right. Zupardi's, I hear, is quite good. Lindsay says it's her favorite pizza of all time. And you guys lived in New York City for a long time, so, you've tried real pizza.
Yeah,
which is good.
Yeah, I've lived in each of the meccas of pizza, I guess you could say.
Yeah, good. Including Arizona.
Yes, because, nothing says fresh pizza like the Little Caesars across the street from my school.
8.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
6.
Where are we going next?
4.
Oh, we are over in
3,
cage 4.
2.
Okay.
1.
Fight.
Flambé con queso versus Minimizer.
Oh my goodness, it's like a Sharkorian-esque. What a strange bot.
Yeah, it's like a robot designed to whip around. I love it, Chris. And attack the back of Flambé con queso. Flambé con queso is a flamethrower with a very short flame.
I think I'm in love with this bot.
You're in love with Minimizer.
It's so weird.
I am too. I love it. It's really designed to get around to the back of its opponents. That is incredible.
This is one of the weirdest bots I've ever seen in the box.
I mean, listen, it's that kind of Ray Billings-esque kind of whip around.
Yeah.
And hit your opponent. You gotta love it. I'm assuming that's a really big billet on the front of Minimizer. Is the weapon on Minimizer still running? That's my big question. It sounds like it. Yeah, it's definitely still running. Incredible. I'm just in awe of this robot, Chris. I love it.
My mouth is agape.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like we've seen so many different types of robots in the last year, and Minimizer is one of the most interesting novel designs, here. Like, they can attack from the front, and they love to attack from the back. It's pretty amazing. And you can see that they've hit the flamethrower from Flambé con queso. I don't think we're going to be seeing any fire from that robot.
Unless it's in the form of an explosion.
That's true. Now, Flambé con queso has some pretty tough armor, so I don't think that Minimizer is going to be able to cut through it. However, Minimizer is scoring damage points with that broken flamethrower. Certainly aggression points with that undercutter.
Oh.
What is that? That is one half of the wheel guards from Flambé con queso. Wow. Now, just underneath that armor is a large butane tank, Chris. So at 20 seconds left, we're going to see if Minimizer is able to find that tank. This one will very likely go to the judges. Incredible performance from Minimizer.
Yeah.
Wow.
Really, really awesome stuff.
Oh, cool bot. That is a cool bot. We can see the driver there of Minimizer and Flambé con queso. Team Flambé con queso giving a good thumbs up. Okay. Minimizer run by Sean Becker from Fairfax, Virginia. This is based on a design that he's tested in lighter weight classes. And really, Minimizer, a dominant performance. I think that I know how the judges are going to go here, but let's check in with them anyway. Let's see their scores. Minimizer, Minimizer, Minimizer. It is Minimizer. Fantastic. Sean stays alive in the winner's bracket. And we are looking forward to seeing more of that robot.
Absolutely.
Okay. Let's check out Cage 2 here. Loading in Twisty versus Jack Move. Twisty driven by Santana Starks from Pain Train.
7.
And Jack
6,
Move driven by
5,
Drew Davis
4,
from Pain Train.
3, 2.
A little teammate on teammate action here.
Robots fight.
Now, Santana Starks and Drew Davis are two of the very best Beetleweight drivers in the fields. We're going to be seeing a very technical driving match here with pretty destructive weapons, too. One of the big things that I'm going to be watching for is the mobility of Jack Move. Jack Move has 4 wheels, and Twisty has just 2. Santana Starks has taken out some of the weights that would have gone into his drive system and instead put it into that big old egg beater drum. Jack Move finding the top plate of Twisty, and that's a good pop on Twisty. Jack Move consistently getting under. Oh, big pop! We got some air time there on Twisty. Wow! Another good somersault in the air. Jack Move has been in control of this fight for the first minute. But there's a whole lot of time left in this match. Big hit from Twisty on Jack Move, and I can see part of that armor getting peeled away on Jack Move.
90 seconds left in the match.
Twisty is just twisting there. We see Jack Move on his head. This has been a punishing match. Wow! Oh! Twisty has done the thing! Wow, that is the danger of running an absolutely flat back. Here we go. Let's see if Drew Davis can do it one more time. Twisty is out of saves. Another good pop. The crowd loves it. I love it. 60 seconds left to go. Jack Move has found the side of Twisty, pushing Twisty into the corner. Twisty is looking sad. Wow. 40 seconds left. A dominant performance by Drew Davis and Jack Move. All right, another good angle that Drew's found on Twisty. Twisty is now on its head. And a good pin from Bug, the mini bot of Jack Move. All right, and we're going to take this one to the judges. Jack Move and Twisty, turn off your weapons and drive to the door. Incredible.
Wow.
Oh, the crowd loves that. I see a Jack Move sign in the audience. I love it. All right. Good little hug from Drew Davis and Santana Starks. Two incredibly good drivers. I think that this is a pretty convincing Jack Move win. Now, I'm not a judge, but I think I can call this one. Yeah, we're gonna have to see.
We'll see what they say in a minute here, but
just the suffocating drive style. Jack Move, and Jack Move. That is a unanimous judges' decision for Drew Davis and Jack Move. Incredible. Wow, look at that. 5, 5, and 5 for two of these judges. 5, 4, and 4 for Don Dorfler, who's cosplaying as Andrew Rossell here on our screen. Incredible. That's a really good. That's a great scorecard.
He's at RossellCon.
Good. Okay, Jack Move is moving on in the undefeated bracket. Winners bracket round 3. They will be advancing to winners bracket round 4. Santana Starks and Twisty going down into the elimination bracket.
5, 4.
Coming up here in cage 3, we have Wicked Wedge in the blue corner and Caldera in the red.
Caldera driven by Glenn Boxall, Wicked Wedge driven by Remy de Guzman, who's on Pain Train. We have this super powerful horizontal spinner of Caldera in orange, and the electric lifting wedge from Wicked Wedge in purple.
And that means that, Caldera, they really have their work cut out for them. Just a dominant wedge, is so capable of handling horizontal spinners.
This is a multi-bot pile up there in the corner. Everybody has a color corresponding mini-bot, which keeps it easy. Big hit there from Caldera on the front of Wicked Wedge.
Oh, that's a
and
nice
Wicked
pin.
Wedge has done it! They've done exactly what they want to do. They've tipped Caldera onto the side, up against the rail. I can't believe it!
Oh, my goodness.
Remy de Guzman has forced Caldera to use its one saving throw from Brett, and he's done it again! I can't believe it. Now the mini bots here of Caldera would love to come in and save its larger partner.
Oh, no!
I can't believe it! Remy de Guzman, the control there. Amazing.
Oh, wait.
Is it enough? Is Caldera going to be saved by its mini bot?
Oh,
It is.
look at that.
Wow.
This is not over.
There's chapters to
Don't
this
call
fight.
it a comeback.
Wow.
Wicked Wedge is inverted.
On its head. This is terrible. It was a premature celebration, Chris. I can't believe it. Wicked Wedge on its head. That is an error from Remy de Guzman. 60 seconds left in this match. Can Remy get himself over onto his wheels?
Oh, wow.
Wow, another big hit from Caldera.
Trying to work those points back up in their favor.
Oh, another big hit from Caldera on Wicked Wedge.
And you start to see the side of that wheel housing coming apart now on Wicked Wedge.
Remy spent the last 40 seconds here on his head. 20 seconds left in this match. This one will very likely go to the judges. What's it gonna be, Chris? Damage, control, or aggression?
Yes, yes, and yes.
Wow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's the match. Drive yourselves to the door. This one will go to the judges. Good round.
Wow.
There. I love like the kind of comedic timing of Wicked Wedge, tipping Caldera up and then tipping its mini bot, and then doing it a second time. That mini bot, hardest working mini bot in combat robotics, was able to get Caldera back down off of the rail and keep it in that fight. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, love it, Remy.
This reminds me of like the videos you see of like a cyclist who's celebrating about 25 yards short of the finish line.
Yeah. Now, the funny thing is, I wonder where Remy ended up on his head. So I could have sworn he came out of that last pin on his feet. Interesting. This is one of those really close judges' decisions that I don't envy the judges at all. Let's go and check in with the judges. Let's see how they scored this match. Wow.
Wow.
Split judges' decision for Wicked Wedge, which advances and winning by the skin of their teeth here.
Can we double check that really quick?
Oh, wait.
I did not go for Wicked Wedge either.
Okay, wait. So you guys are saying Caldera, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did, yeah.
I also did Caldera.
Unanimous judges' decision for Caldera. Okay. All right, let's check out that software. Something's happened. Okay. All right, great. We're going to go to cage 1. Let's check in with the big box. Undefeated bracket round 1, 12-pound action. Carmen versus Biggish.
Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Fight, robots, fight.
Whoa! Oh, huge hit from Carmen on Biggish, and I can see a bolt that looks important.
That is one of those.
Oh no! Fast tap out from Biggish on. Oh, look at that. Bubbles coming in to destroy. We see Brendan Steele here, aka Business Catch, running biggish. Fast tap out from Brendan. Now he's typically known for Ram Plan, which is a 12-pound Sportsman. And biggish is, I think, his first experiment in a kinetic weapon here. Tough draw against Carmen. That bot looks mean. Ooh. Oh, I see. Yeah. Breaking one of those kind of
stabilizer,
bars.
kind of like it's the
stabilizer
pin to
bars.
prevent them from just kind of, you know, tipping up on their side.
Okay. All right, I see loading into cage 2, Diamondback versus Kalma. Is that going to be our next match here? Diamondback run by Corey Nason, and
8, 7, 6.
This
5,
is a
4, 3, 2, 1.
This is a drum spinner on Diamondback that is heavily inspired by Copperhead on BattleBots. This is undefeated bracket round 3 action. Both of these robots have won all of their matches so far today. Kalma, of course, is a mid cutter here.
Wow.
Undercutter, I should say, Chris.
Yes.
Now, one of the challenges with an undercutter is, well, first, that your weapon could die. But second, specifically against Diamondback, that these are super chunky wheels. And they are designed to take impacts from horizontals.
And we've seen this, it's an offensive and defensive configuration all in one on the front of Diamondback. It's got this great kind of like a front plate bar plow combo that feeds you directly up into a really high energy egg beater. And this is the exact kind of match that a bot like that would want to have.
Oh, and look at that. That's a weapon. That's a motor that came rocketing out of Kalma.
It looks important.
But what's this? Is that Diamondback? Who's dead here? I see Corey Nason. He's smiling.
Are any of the bots working?
Okay. Corey just looked at us and said, yeah, Diamondback works. This is a tap out.
Tap out.
Oh, okay.
Tap out from Kalma. It lost one of its motors. That's not good. Now, Corey Nason here in the orange is going to come in and make Diamondback safe. Let's check in here with Lindsay.
Hey. All right, so we have a couple super chats here. The first one is from Soggy Mike. Soggy Mike, of course, says, finally catching a match live. Keep it up, guys. So, nice message there from no other than Soggy Mike. And then we have a second one here. Chris to be the next Pizza Hut spokesperson. And this one is from Ian. So I don't know if you have noticed, but there is a lot of pizza discussion going on in the chat ever since RIPperoni, with, of course, pineapple being very contentious, as you might imagine.
Ian, a.k.a. Lane from the UK. Ian is from Scotland. What, you know, your favorite country, Lindsay. My goodness.
Yeah, he had a super chat earlier asking me if I have done the West Highland Way and if I've been to Scotland, and both of the answers to that are yes. I do love Scotland, although they don't have the greatest pizza. I do have to be honest about that.
You've got to come to Norwalk. You got to try a clam pizza. I feel like as your first American pizza should just be straight seafood on the pizza, Chris.
We get it. We get it, Luke. You're not about the clam pizza.
I love clam pizza, Chris. Are you kidding me? I'm going to eat clam pizza tonight, okay? All right? Ian and everyone else here in the audience, I'm going to be eating clams.
8.
All right.
6,
here we've got
5,
loading
4,
into the box. I can
3,
hear the voice of God.
2,
Undefeated bracket round 1, 30-pound action. Accelerando versus Jade. Oh, my.
Another strange bot.
Why is it so strange, Chris?
It's got mechanism wheels in the back, so so it's still able to kind of turn its body despite being long and slender. But right now, it is upside down. Very upside down.
All right, these are weird robots. Katie, what do you know about this match?
Yeah, what I know is Jade, the driver Caleb, who's behind Jade, he said he's nervous, he's terrified. They actually never practiced driving this yet and actually just finished putting it together. So the first time out is the first time that they're driving it. And you can also get a good glimpse of their wheels as we count down here. They're really trying to think out of the box, literally.
Okay. All right, it looks like Jim Haney is counting them out here. I believe that this is a win for Jade on Accelerando. Accelerando has just been defeated here. Is this match still going? Okay, all right, let's roll with it, Chris.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, and they got high centered on a piece of plastic.
Oh, that'll happen.
Accelerando. Did you know, Chris, that's Spanish for accelerate?
Is that true?
No. I feel like I can exploit this because you don't know any Spanish words at all.
Poquito.
Okay, good.
Knockout.
Well, we saw some good acceleration from Accelerando.
Knockout.
Interesting wheel design.
Knockout.
Is the winner Accelerando?
All right, here's the replay. Let's see what happened there. Whoa!
I'm going to admit I'm a little confused here. I thought that Accelerando was being counted out, but I guess it was Jade. Control, if you could help me out here. The winner of this match, is it Accelerando?
Yeah, I think so.
Huh, interesting. Those weird Mackinnon wheels,
8,
they worked.
7,
all right, let's go into
6,
cage 3.
5,
Undefeated bracket round 3, fully defined versus
2,
division.
Wow, 2 great bots here. I'm excited for this.
Fight.
Division definitely with the reach advantage, but fully defined definitely with the corral advantage. How this is going to play out.
Fully defined successfully tipping division end over end. This is a good hint from fully defined on division.
Wow.
How division finds itself up against the rail, but it was able to save itself. Division is a Deep Six inspired massive vertical spinner versus the control bot of fully defined.
But at this weight class is able to kind of come back to life instead of just being a one-hit wonder.
Oof. Incredibly destructive here. Fully defined is finding the angles on division. Look how small division looks compared to fully defined in those wide forks. Corralling division. Division's now up on its head. Very helpfully right in front of Brett.
Fully defined has been inverted. It's so easily able to right itself with those long forks.
90 seconds to go in this match. Fully defined, able to get around to the side of division where it is absolutely safe. There's another good pin from fully defined on division. Pushing Seth Schaefer and his robot up against the rail here.
Coming up on 1 minute
and
left
look at
in this
that.
match.
Are the forks on division stuck under the rail? They might be. Oh no! Division hit Brett, and I think that weapon is dead. You could hear Division's little song inside of the box.
Tap out.
Okay. Usually when you hear that little song, it means that essentially the robot is rebooting. And looks like the drive on Division was dead. Two builders coming over to chat with one another. I feel like the driver of Fully Defined was just as surprised as we are. Okay, all right. We're going to go over to cage 5. Oh, this is in progress. Oh, this is the elimination bracket match for Silent Spring and Pensive Prosciutto. These are two 5-pound robots. Jameson Go and Aaron Fan. These are two friends. These are two teammates.
Shuffler on shuffler.
Shuffler on shuffler action here. Oh, this is a huge match.
Wow.
And they are fighting for their lives here. Now, one of the things that you can see from Jameson Go is he is driving backwards into Pensive Prosciutto. A very, very smart strategy as he tries to slow down that ring spinner on Pensive. Pensive Prosciutto's ring spinner looks like it might be down. Nope, it's still running.
Now, these two are friends in real life and often collaborate, you know, in the shop. And so this is more than just shuffler on shuffler. This is these are two people that that really kind of share the same ethos and building, and it's really a unique match just with the juxtaposition of these two different types of bots.
Okay. This is Cage 5. One of the new things for Norwalk Havoc starting this year is that we are running 5 boxes simultaneously to keep the action coming to you as quickly as possible. Cage 5, this is the elimination bracket cage. They have their own set of judges. They will have their own announcer at some point. And this is the box where, you know, you go to survive or die. And look at this. What's happened? Oh, it looks like Pensive Prosciutto just got pushed to the door. I think that this might be a win for Jameson Go. Okay. I think that Jameson Go may have survived in that elimination bracket by knocking out his friend.
Yeah, and that was our first glimpse back there at the elimination box. We've heard some cheering and screaming back there throughout the day, so it's great to take a look over what's happening there in the elimination bracket.
Let's check in with Katie.
Yeah, standing by with Jim Haney, servicing as the head referee with NHRL. Now, I just saw you brooming. I also hear you counting a lot. What are the responsibilities of a referee around here?
So the referee is responsible for ensuring that all the fight rules are adhered to and to make sure that competitors have a safe and enjoyable time in the cage. They'll handle all the rules compliance, the actual run of the match, and then helping with the unloading and preparations for the next fight.
How challenging is it sometimes, you know, when you know these guys are battling head to head and you know you want to bend one way or another, but you got to stick with it?
It's incredibly difficult. From up close at the cage, you can see the anguish on some people's face when they're starting to lose, and you do feel bad for them, but we try to be as unbiased as possible.
Yeah, I can see that. And for you, you've been around NHRL for over a year in this position, a year and a half altogether. Why is it so special to you, the community as a whole?
I think NHRL is a great community because even when you do have those anguish moments, like I said, 5 minutes later you'll see them laughing and chatting with the person they were fighting, talking about how cool a fight it was. You get a lot of really great friendships coming out of the pits.
I can see that being the case. And it's also very interesting hanging out here with Jim here because everyone's like, hey, Jim this and hey, Jim that. And so you got to keep your head on straight as well. Well done to you and the rest of the team.
Jim is one of those key members of the team that really keeps this running like a clock. Jim, fantastic, fantastic work. All right, we're going to go over to Cage 2, I believe.
8, 7,
Jack Rabbit
6,
versus Sea
5,
Dragon's Roar.
4,
William Marquez
3,
versus
2,
Drew
1.
Davis'
Fight,
sons
robots,
here.
fight.
This is undefeated bracket. Action here in the Beatles.
A little bit of a shoving match to open things up.
Yeah,
What
these
spot
opening
will make-
moments here, it looks like their forks are just under one another and preventing that weapon from hitting the body. We're going to see who has the more powerful drive.
Oh, and these two are just so close.
Here we go. Sea Dragon's Roar tipping Jack move onto its head. I misspoke. This is Jack Rabbit tipping Jack Rabbit onto its head and into the corner. Sea Dragon's Roar is totally new and improved for 2022. Going from 2 wheels to 4 wheels, and we're really seeing that on display with this incredible drive strength from Sea Dragon's Roar. Now the Davis boys here are trying to get back onto their feet. Oh, there's plastic. Oh no! What is that plastic from?
I think I see a belt.
Oh, the plastic is from Sea Dragon's Roar. It's lost part of its uprights. Now, those are designed to help it run inverted without dragging its weapon on the floor. You can see that Jackrabbit still has its uprights still intact.
Oh, no.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, and the belt's off of Jackrabbit.
The belt is off of Jackrabbit. The weapon on Sea Dragon's Roar is down. This one will go down to pushing match and drive quality. Sea Dragon's Roar successfully pinning Jackrabbit. I think that's 2-1. They can hold that for 10 seconds at a time. Looks like Jackrabbit's forks may have gotten under that robot. Got 30 seconds left here on this clock. Both weapons are down. This has gone down to a driving match exclusively. Another good pin from William. William Marchese's parents are in the audience and they want to see a win here. This one will go to the judges. 3, 2, 1. That's the end of the match. Drive to the door if you can. This one will go to the judges. Okay. Good match.
Good match.
High fives from William Marchese. And concerningly, I see a giant inflatable penguin in one of the big boxes, Chris. Now, as the judges deliberate, we're going to bring them up here shortly. We're going to see their scores.
I'm not sure what's happening over there, and I think I like it.
I love it. Okay, we're going to check in with Lindsay here shortly. She is compiling the judges' scores. I guess we're having difficulty bringing up the judges. Sea Dragon's Roar versus Jackrabbit. And really great driving from the Davis boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was tough. They got inverted that one time, and it's just, Sea Dragon kept trying to capitalize on them being inverted, ultimately losing their weapon. Jackrabbit did reorient itself, but then quickly lost its weapon shortly afterwards.
Yeah.
There's a lot to think about for the judges.
Yeah, absolutely. You see a good wide shot here of Drew Davis making Jackrabbit safe. William Marchese walking out of the box with Sea Dragon's Roar. Really, this is a brand new design for Sea Dragon's Roar, and William is seeing great success here. Let's see if it's enough to win. Oh my gosh, look at this sign. Fight, robots, fight! I love it. All right, let's check in with Lindsay, who's got the judges' decision here in this match.
All right, straight from the judges, the winner is Sea Dragon's Roar.
Wow. William, okay.
Nice
Congrats.
Incredible. William Marchese must be so pleased that his new design is working out as well as it is.
Yeah.
So that is really great. Okay, I see we're loading into Cage 3. We've got Sepiol versus Luxray Mega X. Sepiol being run by Lucas Buermeyer from Team Ribot on BattleBots. Luxray Mega X run by Robert Treschler and his son. All right. Robert is hitting that ready button, indicating to his opponent that he's ready to go.
8.
See Lucas Buermeyer here with Sepiol.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Fight, robots, fight.
Oh! Huge hit.
Wow, that was like a bullet.
Luxray Mega X now finds itself on its head.
Oh, wow.
Tap out.
Oh,
yeah, it looks like that hurt.
Wow.
Definitely broke the weapon.
Wow. Robert Dreschler across the box. One hit knockout of himself, Chris.
That felt like a bomb going off. It was crazy.
And look at this. Back in the background, I see Dustin Eswine from
Dustin
Deep
Eswine.
6.
Yeah.
Incredible. Dustin Eswine from Deep 6 is running a 30-pound robot today called Depth Charge, appropriately named because he's a Navy diver. Depth charges are they're like a naval kind of weapon, right, Chris? I don't know that much about military technology.
I think it might also be a cocktail.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, all right. Do you know that for sure?
I don't know. It was a crazy time.
Don't Google that, okay? Who knows what a depth charge really is, okay? I'm pretty sure it's a Navy thing.
I think that's what they would. The gunships would drop off the side to try to take out submarines, right?
Yeah, yeah. Like back in the day.
What are the sandwiches doing underwater? I don't know.
Good. All right. Yeah, and I saw that massive inflatable penguin over there.
Here we go.
It's intriguing.
What is happening?
That's their mini-bot, Chris.
Is it?
Yeah.
I've never been so excited.
Yeah.
And that is actually filled with explosive gas.
Yeah, look at those cold, dead eyes,
Oh, my
Chris.
goodness.
Those are the eyes of a serial killer.
Play. Let's go.
I've never seen a more menacing penguin in my life. I can see Casey Jermiason and Casey Jermiason loading in. And, oh my gosh, look at that. It's Joe Fabiani.
Hey, kids, it's Joe Fabiani.
Joe Fabiani from SME on BattleBots. And he's got an unconventional robot here.
Yeah, these are like a vertical brush. So it is not necessarily like a...
What is Joe doing? Oh, no! Joe, no! Is that flammable, Joe? Oh, Joe brought the fire penguin last year. And I wonder if he's trying to ignite this penguin now. This is an irresponsible use of Austin McCord's funds. I think that this big box is going to be destroyed by this burning piece of nylon. This is terrible.
That's one of the reasons why I love Norwalk so much. It's like the place that you could be the most irresponsible that you've ever been responsibly.
Wow. Incredible. Okay.
I don't know what's about to happen, but I think I'm going to enjoy it.
If Joe is successful, I'm all eyes are on this penguin right now, Chris.
Yeah.
Wild. Okay. Unconventional locomotion from Joe Fabiani and his robots. You can see he's pretty happy. He's got to get around to the other side of the penguin so he can see his robot. Hey.
Oh, no!
Oh, Joe, no! Joe's chopped off his own motor before the clock even started.
What happened?
Oh, that's not good.
Oh,
no. Oh! All right, well, this has just become considerably easier.
Lindsay, I think that you've summed it up well. Let the penguin fight.
Let the penguin fight.
Let the penguin fight.
Oh my God, let's get a chant going.
There's no
penguin.
There's no rules in the book that says the penguin can't fight.
Oh, wow. I started chanting.
I don't know if we should have started that chant.
All right. Now, because the clock hasn't started, now it's up to the referee about whether they will pause this match and allow Joe to go in there and fix his robot. If the referee is staying on track, though, they won't. They will just run this match. So it's really going to come down to the discretion of the cage manager here. Okay.
I think they're just going to go as is.
They're going to send it. Joe is there. He's ready to send it. This match is on, even though Smeezus is impaired right out of the box, Chris. Wild.
Okay. I don't know what's about to happen, but I'm ready.
Casey Jermiason is running Firebug, which, as you can probably guess, is a flamethrower, Chris.
Yes, I guess.
You don't think that penguin's flammable, Chris?
Yeah,
that penguin's not flammable, is it, Chris?
I don't know what.
There's kids in this audience, Chris.
5, 4.
Here we go.
2, 1.
Fight, robots, fight.
Oh no!
Smeezes can't leave the pink square.
Oh, happy
Here
feet,
comes
no!
Firebug.
No!
Oh, Casey's done it. Wow.
Unbelievable.
Firebug is torching Smeezes. Although Smeezes has successfully ripped off part of the armor of Firebug.
Oh wow, this is getting hot.
Wow. The penguin is burning. Smeezes barely mobile. I can hear it being counted out. That penguin looks sad, Chris. Whoa! Amazing! This is my favorite fight of literally the last year, Chris.
Wow.
Amazing. Joe Fabiani brought back the Fire Penguin. Austin McCord will probably ban him from this competition. Look at that thing. Wow.
Firepug is seems to also be limping. Part of that bot was, I think, like shaved clean off by Sneezes, and I think it's currently in that melted penguin mask. Do you see it there?
Yeah, it's that little neon green and white piece of plastic. And we can see some pretty good crab walking here from both of these opponents. I think that maybe the butane tank inside of Firebug has been extinguished. And Smeezes is just dragging around that motor, that drive motor. So really, just the right side of that robot is operational. Left side of Smeezes isn't running. It looks like the weapon is down.
Seconds left in this match.
Wow.
Just saw a flare up.
This is my favorite fight of all time, Chris. Wow, how many flammable penguins does Joe have back there? Oh, and and Smeezes is on fire with 3 seconds left in this fight. Wow. Okay. And that is the end of the match. Wow. Round of applause for Joe Fabiani and Smeezes. We've got henchman Jim Haney there in the spaceman suit, ready to go in and extinguish this penguin.
That's actually a penguin battling uniform.
He's going to extinguish.
Don't even. Oh yeah, it's fine.
Good little note, do not try this at home. Kids, you know, when Christmas time rolls around and you see penguins just sitting on lawns, don't try this. If you want to try this, I guess try it here. Although I'm assuming that we're going to outlaw this, you know, going forward.
I don't think so. I think we're going to start seeing more inflatable animals.
I hope so. All right, let's take a look at this instant replay. Joe Fabiani trying to get to his square. He already killed half of his drive. Oh, and I could watch this all day long, Chris. This one's making the highlight reel for sure. Wow. Firebug, huge flames here. I was talking to Casey Jermison last night. He said that he is running the absolute largest butane tank that he can fit inside a Firebug. We saw huge flames from that robot. Super entertaining. Slow motion Jim Haney. Let's go.
Look at him go.
Amazing. For this next match, we're gonna have to see if they can peel off all of that that dead penguin from the floor. Now, one of the cool things is we have these negative air pressure systems inside of these boxes, so all of the noxious flames are going up and out of the building. Okay, we are going to go to Katie, who is here with Smeezus.
That's right, Joe Fabiani and the penguin that was. What was the story behind the penguin?
So a couple years ago for the Norwalk finals, we brought a small penguin into the 3-pound bracket. It unfortunately fell over and caught fire, destroyed a large portion of the arena. And ever since then, I've been trying to recreate that level of fire. I've tried a couple different things, but now I think we have a great opponent here who offered to kindly help us. So we filled our penguin with a bunch of methanol, and then the fan inside helps it aerosolize. So you saw a great little burst of aerosolized methanol. And yeah, the fire inside my robot, I don't know. I think the motor fell off, and then it just kind of torched itself.
It literally torched itself. And as they're doing a cleanup, out of curiosity, did you guys name the penguin before that experience happened?
No, I think if we name something, you get too attached to it. But we always knew this was the conclusion of this penguin's life, and it's like naming a farm animal or something. It just makes you too sad to see it go.
Okay. All right, gentlemen, back up to you.
All right, we're gonna go and check in with the judges. Wow, Firebug, unanimous judges' decision. Casey Jermiason and Casey Jermiason advancing here. The judges love that flamethrower. Incredible.
It was exciting.
That's one of those 2022 highlight reels.
Yeah,
we're gonna be seeing this match again. I loved that. That was fantastic. You know, flamethrowers, they can be effective, I guess, if you build a flammable part of your robot.
8, 7,
all right.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Fight, robots, fight.
Here we've got Stoneforge in white and Yes Chef Classic in gold and blue. This is undefeated bracket round 3 action in the 3 pounds.
Wow.
These are both drum spinners. Stoneforge is running basically a solid drum, while Alex Pezza and Yes Chef are running a Fingertech beater bar. Alex finds himself on his head. He landed back on his head. That's unlucky.
Looks like part of that fork configuration has been. Just saw a yellow piece of plastic kind of fly across the box.
Stoneforge again knocking Alex Pezza on his head with Yes Chef Classic. Alex desperately trying to reorient himself. Really can't escape Stoneforge, which is on the attack. Wow. Yes Chef Classic's egg beater drum dragging along the floor here.
Just punishing that flooring.
Now Stoneforge has successfully pushed Yes Chef Classic there into the... Looks like Alex might be high-centered on a piece of plastic. Undefeated bracket round 3.
Wow.
Oh, big
nice pop shot.
Stoneforge has been in control of this match all the way through. Oh, and I see a bit of plastic coming off of Yes Chef Classic. That was a huge hit. 50 seconds left in this match.
And again, I think I see a loose belt on it now.
Alex's weapon just dragging there along the floor. This has been punishing. Wow. More pieces of yellow plastic being sprayed around inside of this box.
Yes, Chef Classic. I think still has one belt working.
Yeah, that one loose belt is just along for the ride here with 15 seconds left. This has been an absolutely dominant performance from Stoneforge. Alex's robot here limping its way to the full 3 minutes. This one will go to the judges.
Let's take a look at this replay and see some of these hits.
One of the big things that we're watching here is really aggressive driving from Stoneforge. Stoneforge really didn't allow its opponent to get spun up and started ripping away those forks on Yes Chef Classic. Absolutely punishing match here. We're gonna check in with the judges. Not surprising at all. Wow, big score here. Unanimous judges' decision for Stoneforge. All right, let's kick it over to Katie. She's here with Firebug.
Yeah, Joe was saying that Casey and Firebug were part of the Penguin plan. From your perspective, did it go down the way that you expected?
I was actually expecting more fire, but I mean, we get what we had. You know, there's not much we can do about it.
Taking it away from the cage now, what is the ramifications of that battle?
Joe is a serious competitor. He took off half of my robot. He knocked out half my drive. I have a lot of repairs to do.
Okay, so on that note, we'll let him get back to it because we know the 12 pounds are keeping going here. Best of luck out there. Lindsay, what do you got?
So the fans are still buzzing over that last fight with Joe and with Firebug. We have a super chat here from Ian in Scotland who says, "Hi Penguin, die Penguin," which is exactly what that penguin did. But a lot of the folks in the chat are saying this is why this is the greatest sport in the world and why we should, let robots be weird and keep the sport weird, because I don't think anybody's laughed harder than that in a long time.
8,
so thank
7,
you.
6, 5.
All right, we're going to
4,
jump straight into
3,
the action here.
2,
we're going to go back to cage
1.
2.
Fight.
Adrift
Robots
versus
fight.
Voxel version 1. Ooh, huge hit from Adrift on Voxel. Voxel's the super wide drum spinner in black. Adrift is red, white, and blue. I can appreciate a themed robot, Chris. Adrift looks like it could be a vector kit, while Voxel is fully custom. Voxel finds itself on its head.
Losing a piece of that back armor plate.
And I hear tap out. I think that this is a tap out from Voxel. The winner of this match is Adrift.
Wow.
Wow.
Tap out.
Hey. Good match there. Fast match for Adrift.
Yeah, Voxel V1 and Adrift, they go head-to-head right at the beginning, and it looks like Adrift just won that first exchange.
Yeah.
Voxel is inverted. Once they saw that they were actually being taken apart, that was a quick tap out. Smart.
Combat robotics is a war of attrition. You want to tap out so that you can save your parts. Nobody wants to bring just a box of parts upstairs to the pits because you've got more fights. Voxel very wisely tapped out as soon as they saw that the tide had turned. All right, let's check in here with Katie.
And hey, that was one of those really quick tap outs. What do you think you had on him?
I think we have the speed and the maneuverability to get around to the side and catch the side of the weapon support and flip them over.
And that is such a key with that. As it relates to kind of moving ahead now outside of this, how much of that is going to be an advantage with some of the other opponents?
Yeah, I think it's War Hard or Shreddit Bro next. So we'll see.
I feel like guys are hearing that a lot. It's like, yeah, well, we'll see how this goes down. A lot of competitors.
Yeah, Warhard and Shreddit Bro. I don't know if I'd want to face either of them. They're both incredibly good robots. So yeah, good on Adrift for advancing, but yeah, you're advancing right into possibly a bottleneck because those are both two very good competitors. All right, I see that we're loaded into cage 3. We've got Silk versus the Immortal Crixus. Silk is run by Christian Cooper. The Immortal Crixus is run by Santana
8,
Starks.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Fight, robots, fight.
Ooh, good exchange here. Opening exchange. Immortal Crixus finding the low ground, popping Silk into the air 3 times. Oh, but Silk has gotten under Immortal Crixus and popped it in the air. These two are going straight weapon on weapon. I see a little piece of metal flying out. I think that's one of the forks on the Immortal Crixus. Wow. Oh, that's not good. With one of those forks gone, Santana Starks will be dragging that egg beater along the floor.
Silk really using that wide body as an advantage. Able to kind of handle some of its own pushback from its weapon hits. Looks like
that is a wheel, I think, from Immortal Crixus. Yes, that's the left-hand side drive of Immortal is now down. And Silk is remaining absolutely planted to the floor, picking its moments. But it is facing a fully operational weapon in the Immortal Crixus.
Wow.
This is still a very dangerous robot.
Yeah, I'm surprised we're not seeing Silk actually go a little bit more conservatively now with the advantage of, you know, Crixus having only the one wheel. He's still just right on top of him.
Yeah, this is incredibly aggressive driving, and we see that the more of the armor package from the Immortal Crixus is being peeled away. Immortal Crixus now finds itself up against the rail. I think it can gyro itself down. But that drum is dragging along the floor. Oh, no! Oh, that whole left side of the robot looks sad.
And we hear the count out happening in the background.
Santana Starks surviving 2 minutes in the box with Christian Cooper and Silk. This is undefeated bracket round 3. The Immortal Crixus will get kicked down into the
knockout
elimination bracket. And we are going to be seeing Silk in another match here in the undefeated bracket. Okay, let's go over to cage 2. We've got Starchild, Brandon Zielinski, the driver and captain of P1 on BattleBots, versus Ty. Dylan Juarez, who competed on BattleBots with his dad on Team War EZ. Ty and his dad flew in from Texas to attend the event today. And Brandon drove here from New Hampshire.
Now, in Starchild's last match, they were up against a vertical that had a little bit shorter of a throw. Now, this is a completely different challenge. You have a horizontal spinner with a little bit more reach.
8,
able to
7,
turn on that dime. I'm
6,
curious how this is going to turn
5,
out.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Fight, robots, fight.
Good mobility right out of the starting squares for both Starchild and Ty. Dylan Juarez is intent on attacking these huge wheels on Starchild. There's an awful lot of titanium here in the box. Ty obviously has a huge amount of titanium inside of it. Zielinski has sunk his weapon into Ty's top plate. These two robots are stuck together.
Oh, that hurts.
Ty's weapon is still fully operational, chewing into the left side wheel on Starchild. It looks like they will pause this match and go in and try and unstick these robots.
This is, emergency surgery time. Starchild has lost its scalpel in the body of Ty. Let's see this happen in real time here. Wow.
Brandon Zielinski, ever the showman, turned to the crowd and gave the crowd a bow. Amazing. Jim Haney is going to see if he can separate these two robots.
I think what we have here is a steel weapon inside of a titanium sheet of armor. And, titanium doesn't like to give up, anything that might be kind of stuck in there. This is something that you have to be very, very careful doing. It looks like they're going to be able to maybe free it, but...
Now, like, Starchild was about an inch to the left of that weapon motor, which would have been incredible. But still, getting stuck into the body, that shows intent. This is exactly what Brandon wanted to do.
Do you see how it's literally it's just created that very small groove into the titanium? That titanium is just not going to want to give it up.
Yeah. Now, especially with titanium, it's got this kind of interesting, like, molecular level where it's almost like Velcro, where they kind of hold on to their other kind of opposing metal and almost like fuse together.
Yeah.
So, so this is pretty interesting. If they're unable to separate these two weapons, this will go straight to the judges. But they're going to do the best they can to keep this fight going. We see... Oh, there we go. Round of applause. Good job, Brandon.
Wow.
We've got Jonathan Juarez there, the father of Dylan, holding tie. We're going to restart this match here shortly.
We'll see in a moment here how much time we had back on the clock.
Both of these drivers turned off their robots, so we were able to separate them safely. Now, one of Brandon's favorite things to do is to sink his weapon in, come back after the pause, and do it again. So let's see if he can do it twice. That would be amazing. Starchild remains one of the most popular robots here. If you're in the audience and you love Starchild, go out and check out the Starchild merch out in the merch area. I own a Starchild shirt, and I wear it all the time. And for good reason. Starchild's awesome.
All right, looks like, are we going back to 2 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock?
Oh, the clock is going.
Oh.
The clock is going.
Oh, maybe they're counting down the clock till we get to where we need to be.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to start with 2 minutes left on the clock. Here we go.
Brandon wants to do it again.
Oh, he was going for it. He was going for it.
That is a huge hit on the top of Ty. Wow.
Wow.
And again, Ty's drive is very sluggish. Coming out of this pause, Brandon Zielinski has now landed 3 hits on the top of Ty. That's 4. Ooh. Let's keep a count, Chris. 4.5.
5. 6.
Wow. That is a tap out.
And of course, once we start the count,
Dylan Juarez has tapped out here with Ty. Brandon Zielinski is your winner. Incredibly destructive match. Good match, Brandon. You gotta love Starchild. Like, that robot's amazing.
It's so much fun to watch.
It's got so much swing in that arm, and that just accelerates the motion of that arm. So really, you know, you're sinking this very fast weapon in, and you can see it just get stuck in the top of robots all the time. All right, we're gonna check in with Katie, who's upstairs in the pits, who's talking to 2 builders who found themselves in the elimination bracket.
Yeah, both of them, in fact, and they're best buds when they're not actually battling each other out. But Jameson go, and yeah, look at that. And Aaron fan, Jameson is the one who's going on. When I came over and asked you that, you had your thought. You ended up winning, and you said,
I don't know if I feel like I won, but that's what the judges decided.
Are you saying that because he's your best bud and he's hanging out right next to you?
No, I mean, you watch the fight. It was, I lost my weapon and just went aggressive and just attacked. So maybe that's what got it for me, but. I don't know. It's bittersweet, you know.
Yeah, I can see her. Is it a thrash right now to get this back together?
A little bit. You know, it's having a lot more issues than it was in December, and we're discovering that, and so we're on some backup parts, and that's fine. It's all part of the game.
It is part of the game, and Aaron, part of the game also is understanding that when you don't move on. And from your point of view, do you agree with what happened in that elimination round?
Well, judges say is final, right? So that's, what can you do? But now I get to relax. He has to panic about fixing his robot, and then I get to fight in the Rumble later, so.
Well, you know, there you go. That's kind of an exciting thing for these guys. But as you can see, of course, they're buddies when they're out of the bracket as well.
Aaron fan, what a ham, you know? Driving Pensive Prosciutto. I love it. Jameson Go, really like on the razor's edge here. Let's see if he can survive the rest of the night. Okay, let's go over to the big box. This is going to be Cage 4 action. See who we have loaded in.
I see Dustin S-Wine over there.
Oh, it is Dustin S-Wine. Deep 6, Captain Dustin S-Wine, and Depth Charge
4, 3,
versus James from Northwestern.
Fight, robots.
What is going on?
Oh, we have to check the integrity of the floor after depth charge. Look at this. This is horizontal double disc deep 6. What is this monstrosity?
Holy cow. And James doesn't even want to get close to it, and I don't blame him.
I get it, James. Wow. Depth charge is a 45-pound robot. It got an extra 15-pound weight bonus because it's not using wheels.
Oh.
Shuffle? No, this is bristle drive. Look at that. Just using the physics of his double disc weapons to move around the box. And James is just wondering, should I go in? Do I have a death wish? Look at this thing. Wow.
I think James might have some mobility issues or some confidence issues. I don't know which of the two. Oh, license plate.
That's good. A little personalized license plate on James. I like this foil on the front of James. Oh no!
Oh my! That was awful.
The mini-bot. Now the weapon on James is dead. Do they have the bravery to go in here and take a hit?
I think they're just desperately trying to get over there.
These kids from Northwestern are pretty smart. Oh, here they go. They were waiting to get around to the back. Interesting.
Oh, wow.
60 seconds left here in this fight. Dustin S-Wine can only pivot here, going in circles. He'd love to land a huge hit. He'd love to land a huge hit.
Come on, come on!
Oh! Huge shadow of sparks. Depth charge is now at an angle.
Look at this dance.
Wow, I do not feel safe, Chris. Let's go!
Oh, wow!
Yes! Whoa! Oh my God! That. Okay.
Oh, wow!
Okay. We've shattered the side of the big box. Okay.
It's the inner panel.
Before. Okay.
The match is over. The internal layer of this Lexan could take such a punishment, but only the internal one is broken. The outside one is unscathed.
Everyone was safe in the audience all the way through, but I cannot believe it. We have shattered the internal panel. I have never seen that before at Norwalk Havoc. These are incredibly thick panels of Lexan, and we're not going to be able to run another fight inside of this box until we replace this panel. Amazing. Look at the audience. Everyone's still alive. Anybody bleeding?
Wow.
Now, look at that. They love it. They love the carnage.
Each one of these panels is like nearly bulletproof.
Yeah.
And it was able to make it through that first one.
Wow. All right, I love depth charge. That's an incredible robot. Like the power there. I mean, like its very first bounce was
Let's see this happen.
Right into the floor.
We have to see what happened here, Luke.
Oh. That is deep 6 level damage to the floor.
Wow.
Wow. And then it spent about 90 seconds just spinning menacingly.
Oh, there goes the mini bot.
James finally worked up the courage to come over and get Dustin at...
Wow. All right, here comes the big hit.
Here we go.
Here it comes.
Moments before disaster, Chris.
Wow.
Smashing that inside panel. Incredible. Wow.
Unbelievable.
Perfect shot. What are the motors that Dustin Eswine is running on that robot? Wow, look at that. The exterior panel is totally safe.
Wow.
All right, we're gonna go to the judges here. We've got a shattered Lexan panel. Judges here are deliberating. Very curious to see what they say here. All right, whoa. It's a split judge's decision.
It's done it to me again.
Okay.
I had a question. Whose mini bot was that? That little toy R.
Wow, Don is splitting hairs. Don, it was a minuscule mini bot. It's inconsequential.
No, it's not. It's
It's
functional part of a robot.
In the rules.
It loses function.
Wow.
Yeah, the rules are very clear on mini bots this time. I don't know what the results say, but I'm going with depth charge on that one. I might be a little biased, but
yeah.
They did damage, and that's what determines damage and aggression.
Yes, the mini-bot was from James. Does that change your opinion at all, Don Dorfler?
It might.
Oh, okay. Whew. Well, let's talk about damage, aggression, and control. Oh, look at that. I can't believe it. Depth charge remains alive.
Is it allowed to remain alive?
I think I want to hear a little bit from Henchman Jim to tell us a little bit more about the box and what it's going to take to get this thing back into fighting shape, and to get a close look at that devastating impact from depth charge. I've never seen anything like that.
That's wild. All right, we're going to go over to Katie, who is standing cage side.
Yeah, that's right. We're actually going to come and indicate to you guys that it was a horizontal spinner, but you can see that it's actually not broken all the way through. And if you kind of look in there, I don't know if Mike, you can get real close in, you can see there's about that much between the two panes. So my hand is not getting cut, but yes, there's a whole lot of damage, as you can see, and as the cleanup is beginning, give a good old-fashioned wave. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that is incredible.
Amazing. Look at that. Wow. I am surprised that they're going with depth charge on this one.
Yeah, you know, because that was a display of control. You know, that was not intentional for them to do anything.
Pushing its opponent up against, you know, using the arena to its advantage. But judges' decisions are final, Chris. Look at that.
Wow.
This is the biggest test that we've ever had of the big box, and I'm so glad that the big box, you know, managed to keep all of us safe in here. I mean, these weapons are incredibly destructive.
Yep.
And yeah, I think if it was any other cage, that robot would have escaped.
8, 7, 6,
Elimination bracket round 3, Tiger Claw versus Apex.
2, 1.
Fight, robots, fight.
2 egg beater spinners here. We've got Apex, the purple and blue and gold robot versus Tiger Claw, the black and gold robot. And we see the mini-bot being picked apart here in this fight. I believe that this is the mini-bot from Tiger Claw.
Yeah, it looks like this this finger tech Antweight might have lost a wheel. So we pretty much just have this other egg beater on egg beater. Oh, I see belts off
of Apex.
Of Apex.
Yeah.
All right.
We can hear the referee counting. This is a good pin here from Apex on Tiger Claw. Apex's belts are loose, so that weapon is not coming back. Tiger Claw has to come in here and capitalize with 2 minutes left here in this match. It looks like Tiger Claw might be stuck. He's got those very long forks, those super sharp forks. Oh no! I always thought those forks were going to get stuck on the other side of the rail. Now that is the one unstick that Tiger Claw gets. Really, Apex here just needs to stay alive. Have they done it? Is Tiger Claw stuck yet again? Apex now is backing up, allowing their opponent to try and unstick itself. But it looks like the forks on Tiger Claw are stuck under the rail. They're being counted out. This is heartbreaking for Chris Capson team. Elimination bracket round 3. Tiger Claw is going home.
That is wild.
Apex lost its weapon. This was Tiger Claw's match to lose, and they ended up losing it. That's one of the challenges of running really sharp forks here at Norwalk Havoc. We've got this rail, and the rail has a little gap between the floor and the wood. And if you are able to drive yourself forcefully enough into that rail, you can get yourself stuck.
Yeah, and like the actual board that kind of goes around the bottom of each of the boxes, it kind of acts like a floor's molding to keep that plywood down along it on all sides, and you know, that little gap has to be there so we can take things out in and out easily enough. Speaking of, looks like over in cage 4, they are tearing off the plastic on a brand new 4-foot by 8-foot sheet of Lexan that's currently being installed. Because you know these boxes have to be designed to you know, not only withstand a lot of punishment, but you know, to flip quickly so that they're ready to fight again.
Yeah, it's gonna be really cool to see how long it takes us to reset box 4 after we saw that inner panel get damaged. All right, let's check in here with Katie.
Yeah, over here with Dustin from Depth Charge, and that name is just so ironic right now with what just happened. First and foremost, you have a gift, you got a takeaway. What's your thoughts on bringing that home?
So, if you guys needed someone to test your arena, you found the right guy.
Now, as it relates to the bot, that was the first time that it actually was out in any sort of battle. What's your thoughts now about the bot, and what do you need to change to make sure it's safe moving forward?
Well, clearly, movement is an issue. So we'll look into something to taunt our opponents to hit us earlier next time, because that seems like it's what it takes.
And what was your reaction initially when it hit the wall?
Well, this isn't the first time that we've done arena damage.
8,
We're actually pretty
7,
familiar
6,
with it with Deep
5,
Six and other robots.
4,
so
3,
it was just good
2,
that this arena
1.
got tested.
Well, as we do that, it's time for another battle.
All right, we're back here in 12-pound action in box 1, Insubordination versus Prosciutto.
Oh no! Wow, fast tap out from Insubordination on Prosciutto. Premheta is our top-ranked 12-pound robot here today, and we are seeing why. Builder Zach Knight here in the pink robot has tipped Florida Polytechnic's 12-pounder Insubordination up onto its head. Let's
see this
check
replay.
out here the replay. Jackie left these for us, Chris. All right, let's check in here with Lindsay.
Yeah. Wow, so that fight with Depth Charge and James has the chat really divided. Although a lot of them are leaning towards James, I ran a poll to see what people thought, and 75% of the respondents said that James won. And there's a lot of passionate discussion going on. A lot of people are saying that the intimidation that Depth Charge had doesn't equate aggression, and that James should, you know, be the winner through what they displayed. So there's a lot of back and forth going on right now, and it would be interesting to hear from the judges, you know, why they went that way. I can kind of see both sides, but it seems like James maybe had the upper hand there.
So are we going to bring the judges back on to explain themselves? Listen, I'll debate them all day long. I think James won that one handily. As the judges, as we're pulling them up, as soon as they can appear, you know, it's all about control. Who chose where Dustin was going to go?
Right.
That was James. James was able to push Dustin into the wall, which is a completely valid strategy.
6.
Doesn't look like we are going to go to the judges,
4,
though. Okay,
3,
we're going to go to cage 3 instead.
1.
Fight, robots, fight.
Jack Move versus Red Hawk here. Undefeated bracket round 4, 3-pound action.
Oh. Jack Move is using that front wedge to its advantage. Able to kind of scoop and flick up Red Hawk.
That big front plow on Jack Move is designed to break the bar of Red Hawk. Josh Belanger and Red Hawk have been competing here for years. I think, you know, the only other builder here who has maybe more matches is Jack Move and Drew Davis. It does look like Jack Move has succeeded in killing the weapon of Red Hawk. Popping Red Hawk in the air.
Tap out.
Wow. Fast tap out for Red Hawk. Jack Move will advance in the undefeated bracket. Red Hawk is getting kicked down into the elimination bracket. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at the chat. The chat is vibrant right now. Like they are really debating this. You know, what did you think about that last match?
The one we just watched?
No, not this one.
You were talking about the explosive one.
The explosive match. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I think I tried to sum it up best when, you know, I said that it was all about the control and not about the damage. The damage to the box was, I think, negligible when it comes to the overall point tally.
Here we've got a replay here of Red Hawk and Jack Move. Jack Move is Drew Davis's favorite robot. That's why he's trying to qualify it very early in the year. I think later in the year we may see some of his other robots as well. But yeah, he would love to get the Jack series kind of through to qualifying as soon as possible. All right, looks like cage 2 is locked and ready to go. I've got Shreddit Bro here and Evan Arias versus War Hard and Jonathan Juarez.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
These are two
3,
BattleBots captains.
2, 1.
Fight.
Evan Arias is the captain of Pain Train on BattleBots. And War Easy captain Jonathan Juarez is running War Hard here in black.
Kind of starts off like a fencing match.
Ooh, big pop in the air from Shreddit Bro on Warhard. This is incredibly punishing. You can see a bolt there on the floor. Or which robot that's from. Oh no, I see some smoke from Warhard.
Oh no.
Yep, and it looks like that is a tap out from Warhard. Evan Arias advances in the undefeated bracket with Shreddit Bro.
I'm curious as to what happened. Could have been a motor speed controller. These things burn out.
One of the big things that I was looking for in this match was the custom egg beater on Warhard. Jonathan Juarez showed that egg beater to me earlier today. It's a really interesting design, designed to kick his opponents up into the air. Evan Arias is full send all the time, though. And Evan is not afraid of your weapon. Evan will go weapon on weapon. He will not care if his weapon is still running or not. But we've seen great reliability so far from Shreddit Bro today. And we can see a good top-down shot here of Gennady.
Yeah.
And let's go quickly here into a replay. Now, the opening seconds of this match were pretty even. Two egg beater spinners built by two extremely good builders. Really trading blows here back and forth, showing us why we're still in the undefeated bracket. It's just the best of the best. All right, let's check in here with Lindsay. Hello, Lindsay.
Hello, we have another super chat, and this one is from 404 Robotics, saying, hey, from Illinois, been an awesome stream today. Hope I can make it out there myself someday to watch your fight. And yeah, we hope that you join us too.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Illinois is not that far, right?
No.
People have driven
here
from, you know, Minneapolis, so why not Illinois?
Yeah. It's funny, I'm talking to people back in the pits, and they're saying, like, oh, I started driving to Norwalk on Wednesday to get here by Saturday.
7,
yeah.
6,
yeah, it's
5,
true. Okay.
4,
all right, let's go over to cage 3.
2,
Wicked Wedge versus Blackbird. Oh, fast box rush right out of the gate for Wicked Wedge, which has pushed Blackbird into the rails.
With a great pin to open up.
Fantastic pin from Remy de Guzman and Wicked Wedge. This is elimination bracket round 3. One of these builders will be going home in 3 minutes or less. Wicked Wedge really showing off its dominant drive here with 4 wheels and a really powerful drive weapon. Oh, Blackbird tossing Wicked Wedge in the air several times. Wicked Wedge successfully able to self-right itself. Oh, and Anthony D'Ambrosio just hitting the top of Wicked Wedge there. Getting under that robot.
Starting to see the wedge on Wicked Wedge taking so. Oh, there it goes.
No, half of the wedge from Wicked Wedge is gone.
Now it's just Wicked.
Yeah, Chris. Tony D'Ambrosio successfully pushed Wicked Wedge back onto its head. Going to work, eating away at the top and at the back plates. This is an incredibly destructive match. Now, without that wedge, Remy still has those long forks. He was able to get under Tony, but he's going to have to do a lot to stay alive here in the last 60 seconds of this match.
Wicked Wedge trying to set another pin.
Back-to-back exchanges here from Blackbird, intent on picking apart Wicked Wedge. With 35 seconds left to go, this one will very likely go to the judges. These are two very well-built robots. duking it out in the elimination bracket. 20 seconds left. Wicked Wedge is on its head. Tony D'Ambrosio is underneath there.
You hear the crowd, the countdown is begun.
Damage. That's the end of the match.
Wow.
Turn off your weapon, Tony. Drive to the door. This one will go to the judges. Now, both sides of this this match are Team Shreddit. Let's head over to the judges. I think this one will be a very fast decision. Not surprising at all. Unanimous judges' decision for Blackbird. Now let's go into a replay of that depth charge versus James fight. And we're going to get another look at the robot that broke through the inner Lexan panel. Amazing. All right, let's check in here with Katie, who has a safety report for us.
Yeah, depth charge with the hard charger award. As you can hear, they're trying to fix the panes. Now, one thing I want you guys to see is if you get in here real close, there are 2 panes of glass associated with these walls. The inner one is much thinner than the outer one, which is designed to do exactly what it was meant to do. You hear Ed here and Paul and Matthew who are working hard, some other guys on the other side of the glass. One thing, one way that we have upped the game here at NHRL is that in previous events, if one of these had broken, we would have had to stop the whole competition. And now with the 5 cages and the ways that we're really up in the game, we are allowed to keep competing. And that is what is NHRL's new motto, which is moving forward like the best of them. And as you can see, they're going to keep working on it. And hopefully we'll have some 30-pound competition here back in this cage soon.
Katie, Paul, I can't believe that you put your own husband to work here inside of this cage. He's the most attractive helper here today. I can tell you that.
Well, I'll tell you, I think so too, but no, he saw Ed in here.
Well, I don't know. Ed might be giving him a run for his money.
Yeah, no, he jumped on in here. But I mean, that's what this community is all about, right? It's just helping each other out. And if a bot goes down, others give their parts. And same thing, obviously, with fixing these so we can get going again.
Yeah, Katie and Paul are newlyweds, so congratulations to you both. And thanks, Paul, for chipping in and helping out. Amazing. All right,
7,
on over to
6,
Cage 2 action.
5,
Clyde
4,
versus Voxel,
3,
undefeated bracket
2,
round 3.
1.
Fight, robots, fight.
Now, Clyde looks very different from the first time that we saw Clyde earlier today. It's got this wide design designed to catch Voxel. Ooh. Voxel's managed to get under Clyde multiple times, kicking that robot into the air. Hey! Here we go. I was wondering if Clyde's flamethrower was going to come back. That's a good pin. Let's see if you can torch him, Clyde.
You see that flame? It's right underneath Voxel. That is... You might not think that a flame like that could do a lot of damage, but on a bot that has a belt-driven weapon, that can certainly loosen something.
Oh, you can hear Voxel spinning up in frustration. They would love to get out of these pins. Oh, and another good pin! Oh, that's great! Wow, that is exactly where Voxel's weapon belt is. They do not want to get that belt torched. Oh, huge hit right there. Voxel now turning here left and right. Trying to find a good angle here on Clyde. Wow, great pushing here from Clyde, which is slowly pushing its prey into the corner. This is another good pin. Is there any accelerant left there, Clyde? Can we see another big flame? I don't know.
Oh.
They might be out.
65 seconds.
65 seconds, yes, left here in this match. Voxel can't do anything. They've been caught here yet again by Clyde. This control bot is controlling the pace of this match. And it just looks like Voxel sounds sad, Chris. Like it would really like to score a knockout here, but they're just being outdriven by Clyde.
Yeah, I think you keep hearing that that weapon spin up. They're trying to maybe gyro their way out of some drive problems and let the actual the egg beater drum. Here's some celebration as cage 4 has been repaired.
Seconds left here in this match. This one will go to the judges. All right, round of applause for this match. Clyde versus Voxel, taking it to the judges. Control bots can win here, which is really quite exciting. If you can catch your opponent and push them up against the rail, you know, and really pick those right angles, you can go head to head with the most feared robot here in the competition and potentially win a judge's decision.
Here during this replay, we see some of these great pins and singes, we'll call them. Voxel not really able to kind of gyro its way out of those pins. Very exciting match.
All right. We've got a unanimous judges' decision here for Clyde, which scores a 4 across all of the categories, right down the board. Fantastic work. Unanimous judges' decision for Clyde, which advances.
The scores aren't always right on here. I gave aggression a little more split between the two of them, but yeah, it was a great fight. Clyde controlled things and really used that weapon well.
Okay. Getting a little bit of problems with software, but we've got the right call here with Clyde. Clyde advances in the undefeated bracket. It's really exciting to see a control bot go this deep in the competition.
Yeah. It helps when you have a flamethrower.
Now, just a couple minutes ago, we heard a big applause from the crowd because we've got Cage 4 back online.
It's ready to go.
Paul and Ed worked together. They got that inner Lexan replaced. We're ready to go.
I think they might have replaced both. I'm not sure.
Amazing. Okay. I see different robots loading in, but nothing is locked.
And just to put it in context, I think like a 4-foot by 8-foot sheet of this Lexan with shipping is like $1,000.
Yes.
So that's it's a little bit more complicated than swapping out one of the cameras that might get exploded.
All right, we're gonna go over to Cage 3. Cage 3 is locked. Looks like this one is going to be Weta X versus Djem So. Wow, look at that. That is a Brett sign. You gotta love it. All right, quickly before that match, we're gonna go to Katie. We're gonna check in with Ed and Katie.
Yeah, you know, one of the greatest things about Ed, first time I was here, he welcomed me. He's also the fixer-upper. I've seen him under these cages before. I've seen him on the floor of the cages. And now we've seen him basically climbing the walls of the cages. And congratulations to you and the team. But, man, have you caught your breath yet?
Almost. We'll get my breath back tomorrow. There'll be plenty of time to get it later. My biggest thing is worrying about protecting this audience. So we made this totally, the design is set on a quick change out for the glass. And it's to be installed so that it protects the audience. We have a 1/2 inch still protecting the audience. We lost the inner sheet, which is a 3/8 inch. We have a 1 inch air gap. So if something comes through, there's all this energy taking out on the first one. We got the air gap. We got rubber in there to take some of the hit. And we still have another 1/2 inch. But it still terrifies me.
But hey, you know, you guys did your job well when the audience over here clapped for you when you were done. They knew you did your job well.
Yeah, I hope so. I just hope you keep them safe. Yay! Those are my fans. Love you guys.
Oh,
I gotta keep you guys safe. Oh.
Ed. former engineer in Sikorsky. You know, he could build us an entire helicopter, you know, after this.
Yeah.
Yeah, incredible.
8.
And we're so lucky to have Ed.
6,
All right, we're going to go over to cage 3 here.
3.
We have Djem So in the blue corner and Weta X in the red.
Robots fight.
Undefeated bracket round 3.
Weta X is run by Paint Train team member Santana Starks. Djem So run by Aaron Taggart. These are 2 egg beater drums. Oh, big pop from Djem So on Weta X. And I can see a wheel from Djem So. Oh, no! Oh, it's the thing! Santana Starks now has a choice. Will he help out his opponent? Was that a mistake? Was that the top plate from Djem So? That's a tap out. Santana, it's a tap out. Wow. Amazing.
Brutal.
That's the instincts of a killer, Chris. When you see your opponent, they are immobilized on their side, and you decide, I'm not done yet. I'm going to go in there.
Yeah.
And I'm going to help them down because I want to kill them.
Kill them more.
Yeah.
And there we see that wheel coming off.
Santana Starks is an independent wrestler from Chicago. He's been in a fight or two, I'll tell you that. And it's really translating well into combat robotics. You know, some of those skills that you have as a wrestler, you know, your ability to calm yourself before a match, really, really important, you know, as you kind of get that mental clarity that you need to really drive aggressively. Okay, let's go over to cage 2. I can see that we were locked in. Tiefschlag versus Sea Dragon's Roar. This is winner's bracket round 4. Both of these bots are undefeated. Tiefschlag run by Steve Campbell from Dedham, Massachusetts. And Sea Dragon's Roar run by William Marchese, who drove in here from the city. William's parents are in the audience, and they are just loving this bot's performance here today. Lasting into to winners round 4. And yeah, I guess we're gonna see that match here in just a second.
Yeah, the box is all locked up. Looks like they're about ready to go.
Good shot here of the audience. Oh, hello, audience. My goodness. This is the best looking bunch we've ever had.
Definitely.
Yeah. Good shot here of William Marchese. He's ready to go. Got a good shot here of the mini-bot driver of Tiefschlag. Steve Campbell is there around the corner. Okay.
8, 7,
undefeated bracket round
6,
4.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Fight, robots, fight.
Ooh, good box rush right out of the gate from Sea Dragon's Roar, crossing the box and bringing it straight to Tiefschlag. And it looks like Tiefschlag's weapon could be dead.
Oh, no.
We've got the mini-bot driver there of Tiefschlag. Sea Dragon's Roar. If you recall in its last match, it had one of those uprights ripped off. And William has managed to get his robot back together and pinning Tiefschlag. Now he can hold that pin for 10 seconds before he has to release. Looks like this is a fresh pin. Oh, here we go.
There we go.
Good move from the mini-bot driver of Tiefschlag, but it looks like Tiefschlag itself could be dead. Tiefschlag is a Jolt kit run, you may have seen it as Portable Apocalypse here earlier, last year. And, wow, William finds himself on top of the
really
the
on there,
mini-bot.
like a little hat.
Wow, that Sea Dragon is really up there. Brett is trying to very gently separate these two.
Now, does this count as a pin?
We may need to pause the match.
This might count as a pin.
If they're entangled, we'll definitely have to pause this match. Go in there and pick up Sea Dragon's Roar. Oh my gosh, Brett is not a surgeon. Oh no. Okay, I hear a count out. What is going on here? I can hear a count out. What is happening?
Sounds like a knockout.
Is that a knockout from Sea Dragon's Roar on Tiefschlag?
Knockout.
I don't know. Sea Dragon's Roar advances. Wow, okay. That makes sense because Tiefschlag, the main bot, was dead. And Sea Dragon's Roar was just getting a free ride on top of Tiefschlag's mini-bot, which is potentially, entanglement.
Now, mostly, when you see multi-bot configurations and most of the weight is predominantly found in one of the bots, when that bot is disabled, it's almost like 60, 70, 80% of your bot is disabled, and that justifies that count out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my goodness.
Chris, it's our favorite 12-pounder.
The most feared bot in all of Norwalk.
7.
This is
6,
Milk Tank.
5, 4, 3.
This. Are we ready for this? Let's hear some noise.
Oh no!
Fire!
Oh my God! Casey Jeremiah crossing the box, popping those three balloons. Here we go.
All right.
The cow-themed robot of Milk Tank up against the fiery inferno of Firebug. But I'm gonna give it to Milk Tank. They've stayed alive, Chris.
They're still going.
Incredible. You can see these flames licking up the side of the box. The weapon on Milk Tank is dead. I love that it's dragging around its mini-bot like a dog on a leash. Firebug here, trying to figure out how to score a knockout.
This is, I think Milk Tank's gonna have to change its name to Creme Brulee.
Chris, we saw medium rare. We are getting very close to well done here with Milk Tank. Incredible. See a good stat here from Gil. Milk Tank has caught fire in its last 2 matches. You gotta love that. And what's this?
Is this a
wow.
pin?
They even snared Firebug. Firebug has successfully cut through the zip ties that kept that mini-bot attached to the main bot of Milk Tank. See a little bit of zip tie underneath Firebug.
Oh my God! Has Firebug sucked in a line of zip ties into its left wheel drive?
Yes, exactly. Wow. That's what's happened. Incredible. Now, is Firebug able to move? This is the most mobile that we've seen Milk Tank. Let's go. That huge butane tank.
See glitter just flying everywhere.
Incredible. I think that Milk Tank is going to take it the full 3 minutes. We're going to go to the judges. This robot continues to improve time and time again.
This is the longest Milk Tank fight at this point.
Yeah. I think every other Milk Tank fight has ended in a knockout. This is amazing. I love to see the performance of Milk Tank, the improvements of Tamara Doherty and Ashley, her team member. Here we go, one last big burst of flames from Firebug as we take this to the judges. Round of applause.
Let's give it up
Milk Tank
for these 2 bots.
Wow, the bubble mini bots there, just bubbling away there in the corner. You gotta love that.
The juxtaposition of hot flames and deadly bubbles.
Let's go into a replay here. Tamara Doherty, the captain of Milk Tank, she and her work colleague decided, hey, you know what? We're going to start building combat robots. They started last year, and one of the most remarkable things about Milk Tank is that they bring a brand new robot every single time. I always have no idea what I'm going to be seeing from Milk Tank, and this is the most reliable robot that they've ever brought. They are really learning how to build great robots. This is a tough match, though, for them. Their weapon went down virtually immediately. I think if they had kept that weapon running the full 3 minutes, they may have been able to chop into the wheels of Firebug. Again, we saw huge flames from Firebug. I love that robot. All right, we're gonna go over to the judges. Not surprisingly, Firebug, Firebug, Firebug. This is a unanimous judges' decision for Casey Jermiason and Firebug.
I really did want to give it to Milk Tank, though.
I know it. I know it. Jack loves Milk Tank just as much as I do. Look at this. I've got the Milk Tank sticker here on my laptop. The Milk Tank merch is fantastic. If you love Milk Tank, go out and check it out. We should send you one of these stickers, Jack.
Yeah, and you know how much Luke loves Milk Tank because he's lactose intolerant and he has a Milk Tank sticker on his laptop.
That's true. All right, we're gonna go over to Katie, who has Tamara Doherty and Milk Tank.
Why do you laugh straight away with that one? They're laughing too. That was almost a victory. They made it all the way to the end there. 3 minutes. Boom. Yeah, tell us about that.
Yeah, this is like the second time that we've made it the whole match. So to me, that is incredible.
And the crowd does love it. What we all love, though, was the glitter and the bubbles and the fact that that is still at play here. What was the motivation for that?
Well, actually, we set that up for our first fight because we thought we were going to be facing Tater Tot, and we thought that that was going to have liquid nitrogen. So we were like, what does that happen with the bubbles? Is that going to make some interesting with the bubbles, with the liquid nitrogen? So then we just kept it on there. So
instead, you all just caught on fire. Which is fine.
Yeah, we knew the Casey's were coming for the bubbles, and he warned us. He's actually at the table right next to us. He goes, I'm coming for the bubbles. And we're like, all right, Casey, you do your thing. Like, we love them. We love sitting next to them. And this is now the multiple times we've competed against them. And been on fire from them, yeah.
So, guys, Firebug may have actually won that one, but in fact, there's a little bit of a victory for these ladies over at Milk Tank, for sure.
If you love Milk Tank, go out and buy some merch. I mean, like, that is a very popular robot for a reason. They have the builder spirit.
Yeah.
Like, they are willing to scrap their design, come back with something brand new. What I saw yesterday when I went to go see the robot, they had cut a massive saw blade in half, and they used that, they stacked it on top of each other for the back of the robot. So like if you were to accidentally like touch the back of the robot, you'd shred your whole hand open. And that's why they covered it in that cow,
gorilla tape. Yeah.
Incredible. All right, we are going to go to a quick break here and enjoy this beautiful drone shot of Norwalk.
Stay tuned.
So the first part of the process is for us to retrieve your material. We have over 200 materials in stock. Once we grab them, they're going to be loaded onto one of 3 processes: laser, water jet, or CNC router. For laser cutting, we love Amada equipment. This is our 4 kilowatt Ventus machine, which is absolutely amazing. We use it for everything up to about a ½ inch in thickness. At this point, your material's been loaded, the G-code has been created on our network, and the last thing to do is hit go. If you choose a material such as carbon fiber or any metal over a ½ inch in thickness, it's going to go onto one of our water jets. This is one of our Flow Mach 100s. Super amazing machine, 60,000 PSI of water pressure. It'll cut up to 6 inches in thickness. I don't think we're going to offer that to the public, but it's really incredible what this thing's capable of. It gives us amazing edge quality, and we can cut just about anything with it. For some materials, the best method of cutting is going to be to use one of our custom CNC routers. This machine is great. It'll give amazing edge quality on materials materials like UHMW and birch plywood. This machine has a 14 horsepower spindle and a 10-place automatic tool changer, so our setup time is measured in seconds, not in minutes. No matter what material you choose, we're going to use the best possible method to give you the highest quality product. After your parts have been cut, if they meet our size and thickness requirements, they'll go through one of our deburring machines. The deburring process will remove minor burrs, dross, or heavy scratches in your part. After deburring, if your part has holes or features that need to be tapped or threaded, they'll come over to our tapping department to be processed. If your parts require bending, they'll come over to our bending department, and most likely they'll be bent on one of our Amada EG series press brakes. They're all servo-driven, super fast, and highly accurate. If you choose powder coating, that's the last step in our process before shipping. We'll clean your part, coat it, bake it, then it's out the door. Finally, we have our shipping department. Your parts are counted, weighed, checked for final QC, then they're boxed up and ready to head out the door. We ship from the facility closest to you to guarantee 2 to 3 day transit. If you have any questions, email us, support@sendcutsend.com. Thanks for watching.
If you have an idea for a new part or design but aren't sure where to begin, try the Send Cut Send Parts Builder, where you can find inspiration for your custom gears and weapons. Use the code BUILD4Norwalk10 for 10% off your next order. Thank you so much, Send Cut Send, for supporting Norwalk Havoc. Got a great drone shot here of downtown Norwalk. We're just here to the left, right here along Water Street. If you haven't made it out to a live event yet, this is your opportunity to do so. This is your invitation to do so.
7, 6,
looks like we are going to another fight here in Cage 4.
3,
Oh.
2, 1.
Fight.
There is our founder, Austin McCord, with his bot, Hash Brown.
What?
I don't know what I'm seeing.
I think that this is liquid nitrogen? Yes.
What is happening?
Norwalk Havoc founder Austin McCord has built this weird wooden robot with liquid nitrogen canisters facing off against Marathon. Marathon built and driven by Valkyrie driver Fred Moore. Oh, no! Huge hits there. Austin McCord has built a wooden robot. You can see Fred Moore there in the background.
Oh, no!
There's wood coming off of Hash Brown.
No, he should have gone with pressure treated.
Wow. Incredible.
Wow. Hash Brown, the only bot that can fight T-1000.
Wow, liquid nitrogen did not work in this match. You've got to imagine Austin McCord built a liquid nitrogen robot just because it's fun. Fred Moore and Austin. Wow, look at this.
I love that they're in sippy coffee cups.
Just a little bit of liquid nitrogen getting sprayed around here inside of the box. This is the kind of robot that Austin loves to build. It's weird. It's unconventional. This is why he built Norwalk Havoc. Wow, amazing.
Look at it.
You can see the joy on Austin's face. Getting ready to tap out. No, decide, oh, yep, there we go. There we go. All right, let's head over to Katie, who is talking with Austin.
Familiar face, name to all of us at NHRL. It's Asa McCord. And the Hash Brown robot here, on the other hand, that wasn't as familiar to some of the people. What was the inspiration?
In 20 minutes. Like, there was a lot of stuff that didn't happen, and so this is what happens if you put a bunch of 2x4s together. It did a lot better than I actually expected it would, and so it's always fun to try something new and different, and liquid nitrogen is definitely interesting as a weapon.
I feel like liquid nitrogen has been an ongoing conversation piece here today.
But up until then, like, no one thought, hey, maybe I should use liquid nitrogen, and like, I don't know, it did slow Fred's bot down for a little bit, so just needs an actual real delivery method besides paper cups.
So when you have your builder and robot hat on, then you have to take that off sometimes. They come in as an overseer of what NHRL is all about. You mentioned fun. Yeah. How much fun is it now kind of seeing this whole thing come to life even more?
It's super awesome. I think like the fact that this community has come together around it is really, really exciting, and that's what gets me excited, is that we've got full stands, we have incredibly excited fans, like we have incredible competitors, and each event continues to get better. And so my job's not to win the event, because that would be ridiculous, but instead to be like, hey, what is the craziest thing that we can do? And like each time we just try to step it up. How can we get even crazier? And so really excited about what today is, and like we've expanded so much today, and the future events that we're going to have later this year, things are going to get even more exciting.
Well, we'll let you put on, I don't know which hat you're going to wear again right now, but whichever hat it's going to be, that was Hashbrand who was out there competing in Cage 4.
Hi. All right. So we've got some super chats here. If you can believe it, the chat is still talking about James and depth charge. So we have a super chat here from Joshua Cho, who says justice for James. So there's a big James contingency here in the chat. However, we have another super chat here from Team Small Robots, who says depth charge wins. And then another from Copperhead teammate Luke Quintal, who says depth charge wins every time. So it's been pretty heated in the chat, respectful, but people have opinions.
Luke Quintal and David Small, both BattleBots builders, and taking the side of your fellow BattleBots competitor. I don't know. Could be a little bit of collusion there, Chris.
You think?
Listen, I'm going to take it to my grave that James won that one. And
yeah,
no one can tell me otherwise, all right?
I think the chat might need a little dose of liquid nitrogen 7, also to cool off.
6, 5.
All right,
4,
let's kick it over to
3,
Cage 3. Caldera versus Starchild.
Fight, robots, fight.
Starchild driven by P1 Captain Brandon Zielinski. Caldera driven by Glenn Boxel. Starchild is this huge, big-wheeled, weird robot. I see a little bit of plastic. Oh my!
There is a hat in the arena off of our house pot. Oh no! Starchild has had one of those wheels cleaved open.
Wow. Starchild is losing its wheel there on the right-hand side. Incredible. Caldera is now able to get inside of that wheel. It looks like one of those anti-tipping arms is also gone from Starchild. This is an incredibly punishing match. Starchild pirouetting now here on its side. Glenn standing back, allowing Starchild to do this.
It's now a horizontal spinner.
Glenn Boxel really showing his months and months of experience here with this robot, picking his moments, going in and intent on picking apart the wheels of Starchild. Looks like both wheels now are damaged on Brandon's robot.
Able to deliver at least one hit here, right around the halfway mark. And Caldera, it looks like it's having a little bit of drive issues on its left side.
Interesting. Do you think it was that one hit?
We'll have to wait to the replay to see what really happened.
The weapon on Caldera is down. Starchild is still mobile. I can't believe it.
It is not spun up though, so now we have some aggressive thwacking, but not really able to accrue any damage.
Caldera's left drive side is down. Starchild's able to go basically anywhere it wants inside of the box. I am a little concerned that the weapon on Starchild is down with 50 seconds left to go. This one may end up going to the judges. And here comes Brandon, continuing to show aggression. Really, there's no risk here, because Caldera's weapon is dead. Brandon trying to pick his angle. Ooh, another good hit on the top of Caldera. Aggressive thwacking, I like that, Chris.
Aggressive thwacking.
Oh, and that looks like a weapon belt from Caldera. This one goes to the judges here. Caldera's weapon is down, half of its drive is down. Starchild's wheels are wrecked there. And both weapons are down at the end of this match.
It's going to be a tough call.
Let's go to the judges. Okay. I love destruction, Chris. I love to see that. You know, those wheels, they're not impenetrable. They're actually pretty thin.
Yep.
And if Caldera is able to get inside of the wheel, they can really start to cut it apart, which is what I think that we saw here.
Yeah, and that first contact that you just saw there, that was the first wheel that opened up. Eventually also took damage on its right side wheel. However, by that point, then Caldera had its weapon belt severed, and you know, the rest was just some aggressive thwacking.
All right. Ooh,
wow.
It's
Here
gonna
we
be
go.
split. It's gonna be split. Don Dorfler.
Oh.
Whoa.
No, I voted for Starchild.
Okay, wait a second.
Wait, who did you guys vote for?
I voted for Starchild.
Starchild?
Yeah, Starchild 10-7 for me.
9-8 for me, Starchild.
It's a unanimous judges' decision for Starchild. Our judging system is clearly broken.
You know what they're trying to do? They're trying to get more ratings.
And thank you.
Starchild stays alive in the bracket.
Thank you, Don Dorfler from RosselCon.
Okay, that's a unanimous judges' decision for Starchild. Let's kick it over to Katie, who's talking with Brandon.
Well, actually, Brandon and both of you guys, come on, join the fun. You guys are looking at that vote from the judges.
Yeah, I saw the board and it said Caldera. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, no, I saw you jumping up and down. That's what I saw.
Yeah, I was happy, but it was a hell of a fight. The end wheel drive locked up, and I never even saw that he got the belt on the weapon, but he did.
Yeah, I was able to hack the belt with the non-spinning disc. I saw it come off at one point, which is pretty good. The thing that was really impressive about that fight, nobody smaller or lighter than 12 pounds has been able to cut these wheels. Aside from, I think, Liftoff cut them too, Project Liftoff, but this is the first, like, nobody has wrecked these wheels this bad. So I might need to look into wheels for horizontals.
Congratulations.
All right. Good handshake there from Brandon Zielinski and Glenn Boxell. Two very good competitors.
Yeah.
They come here and they compete a lot. They probably fought at 6 competitions last year. Caldera really just improving like competition after competition. The drive is really very good on that robot. We saw a lot of destruction, but that one hit was enough to turn the tide in that match.
Yeah.
Brandon Zielinski stays alive in the undefeated bracket and will be advancing to round 5.
And it's interesting to see, you know, Starchild just had a match that was very similar with another bot that had a very, almost an identical configuration in a horizontal spinner. And that's just how a slightly different bot with slightly different driver can really kind of change the tides.
3, 2, 1.
Fight, robots, fight.
All right, we got a little bit of college team on college team action here with Warlock and Jade. Jade is run by Northwestern's Combat Robotics. Whoa! Whoa, that was Jade. Warlock exploded that robot. The University of Maryland team is celebrating cage side. The weapon on Jade is dead. Wow, incredible.
Oh, man. Oh, that's looking a little messed up too, though.
All right, those are the builders of Jade there from Northwestern. And yeah, just lost a match to the University of Maryland. Wild.
We got to see this replay. That was huge.
Yeah, yeah. Look at that little tiny mini bot. It wants to get in on the action too.
This isn't over, huh? This isn't over.
Amazing. Now Warlock, that is a killer.
Here we go.
Let's go and check out this replay.
Wow.
Oh wow. You can see that the weapon disc from Jade is now bent. They tacoed that thing, Chris.
That is incredible. Wow. That requires so much energy.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can see that Warlock's forks got underneath, or its wedge got underneath that weapon, and then when they were able to kick the entire robot in the air, severing the blade from Jade.
And that entire weapon mechanism looks like it just shattered.
I'm loving how many college teams are here in the competition today. We saw University of Maryland running Warlock and Jade being run by the Northwestern Combat Robotics team. This is a great application for mechanical engineers, electrical engineers, even computer scientists who are studying how to build complicated objects. And for them coming here and testing their robots in combat, really, it's a huge learning experience.
It's interesting to see in combat robotics how being in teams, competing with other people, segues into careers for university students. You see so many teams, especially in BattleBots and around here, that they all work together and they train together. They study together. It's awesome.
All right, let's go in and check in with Katie.
I'm over here with Nam and Warlocks, and the team is just celebrating, laughing, and chuckling about how intense that battle really was, or that moment within the battle. Were you expecting that?
I was not expecting that at all. I was trying to get around to his rear, hit him from the back. Both weapons collided, and things went flying.
Whoever's on your team over there, he has a great laugh. I don't know. Can you talk us through what exactly they're looking at right now with Warlock?
Pretty much everything is bent in the front with the weapon. It's cooked.
What he's saying is that is the last thing that was supposed to bend on these things, and that was a pretty mighty bot. That is a pretty high destruction as well. So congratulations. Gave us all a little bit of a surprise, guys.
Yeah, the whole front of Warlock is kind of twerked off of its weapon housing. That is massive amounts of damage.
Yeah, they're going to have their hands full back in the pits.
I mean, that was a huge hit. Only one of those robots managed to keep their weapon basically attached to their robot. But yeah, really, really great work from the University of Maryland there. Okay. Now I can see that we're loading into cage 3, but they're still turning on those robots, cleaning out cage 1. Chris, it's a rare moment. For the first time in like 6 or 7 hours, we can actually take a pause here. It's great. Now, like, you can see the scale of the box. This guy in here, he's 8.5 feet tall.
Right.
And yeah,
it's actually 4 people in a normal person's suit.
Yeah, exactly. Now you can see, the two teams there to the right-hand side of the screen just talking about that match. They are all smiles. Oh, wow, we got a random shot of the audience member. Hello, audience member. My goodness. And the guy right there to the right wearing a Rusty shirt. That is a man of class. You gotta love that.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Oh, wow.
3,
here we go.
2, 1.
Fight, robots, fight.
Undefeated bracket round 4 action here. Silk versus Fully Defined. These are both red and black robots. Silk has a little bit more black than red. Fully Defined has a bit more red than black. Fully Defined is a control bot with these very wide forks and a vertical spinner, while Silk has no forks. It is going full send with its undercutter. Fully Defined is all about control. They want to see if they can control this match and get Silk into the corners, see if they can break that weapon.
Yeah, but it looks like that belt has come off that weapon.
It does look like the weapon on Fully Defined is down.
They have an uphill battle now with a fully operational Silk.
Silk, it looks like it's being driven by Nick Buckholtz, Bloodsport team member Nick Buckholtz. Typically being driven by Christian Cooper from Team Ribot, but they are both WPI students, and Team WPI, they sometimes like to switch off with the driving duties. And Nick is doing a great job here with Silk. This is a good pin, though, from Fully Defined. Fully Defined is holding Silk up against the rail for 10 seconds. Silk's weapon is still going. Silk's drive is still going. Really what they need to do here is rack up aggression and control points, because those are going all to Fully Defined. Wow. These two bots are locked there. Silk is the exact size that it needs to be to get caught by Fully Defined. These two robots have incredibly good drive, very powerful drive motors. They seem to be evenly matched.
Yeah, very good matchup.
Less than 60 seconds left to go in this fight. Silk pushing Fully Defined up against the rail. That is a good pin from Silk on Fully Defined. Now, is the weapon on Silk running? I don't think that it is.
I don't hear it anymore.
It sounds like something. That's a weapon. Silk's weapon is still up. Silk's weapon is still very dangerous with 15 seconds left to go in this fight. We're getting the match count out here. This one will go to the judges. That is the end of the match. All right, Silk, turn off your weapon, drive to the door. This one will go to the judges. Fantastic match there, Chris.
Yeah, that was great.
I love how engaged the audience is. They are counting down these robots with us. Now as we head into the box, we see these builders making their robots safe. Nick Buckholtz, great job driving. All right, let's go to the judges. Oh, look at this. A unanimous judges decision for Silk, which advances here in the winner's bracket.
Just give a thumbs up if that's right.
Thumbs up. Okay, 3 thumbs up. That's enough to advance. Silk is your winner, advancing to undefeated bracket round 5. All right. Good match there.
Yeah, very cool.
I love a match that has a good balance of damage and drive. You know, when you see really good drive in a match, it's so incredibly important. Like, the foundation of a good combat robot is drive. Building a combat robot that can last 3 minutes too, like, it's not a foregone conclusion.
Yeah.
Like, that is difficult to do all on its own. You know, you can see the experience from those two drivers on full display.
It's also why I think we'll see the 12-pound Sportsman become more and more popular here over the next year.
Yeah. Yeah, good drive is absolutely fundamental. All right, loading into Cage 2, we've got Voxel version 1 versus Hurt Caboose. This is elimination bracket round 3.
8,
this is a do or die moment for these
6,
two robots. One
5,
of these robots will
4,
be going home
3, 2,
here in 3 minutes
1.
or less.
Fight, robots, fight.
Big pop there from Hurt Caboose on Voxel.
Oh!
That's a big hit.
I see some loose debris. I don't know who it's off of.
Hurt Caboose is there going weapon to weapon. There we go.
Oh!
Insubordination is so happy about that. Even though he was the one on top of Brett's. Caboose. Voxel staying planted to the floor. Voxel wants to keep Hurt Caboose on its head. But here comes Hurt Caboose. It is still very dangerous. It has a fully functional egg beater. Oh, and as soon as I said it, the egg beater went down, Chris. Why did I say it, Chris?
It's the Stangle curse.
But it does look like both of these weapons are down. Wow, 60 seconds into this match.
That's something that you don't often see from Voxel. It looks a little...
The weapons are down.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no. Voxel's weapon is bumping along the floor. This is a great pin here from Angel Vidal and Hurt Caboose. He can hold that pin for 10 seconds. Let's see if he can land another one. There we go. Let's go, Angel.
I wonder what the ruling is on how long you have to wait before your next pin.
A couple seconds, Chris. As long as you can reset. It shows aggression and control. Here we go. Head to head. Gotta see here who has got the better drive. Oh, and here we go. Angel with a third pin in a row. 60 seconds left in this match. These weapons are functionally down. Angel's trying to find a good angle for yet another pin. The damage here is split. Oh, but you can see Angel kind of crab walking a little bit. Oh, and that's a good pin from Voxel on Hurt Caboose.
Oh, wow.
Wow. They can hold that for 10 seconds. Now they need to release. I'm sure that Voxel would love to land yet another one. You can see the drive on Hurt Caboose is a little bit impaired with 20 seconds left to go. Will those multiple pins from earlier in the match count toward aggression and control? Or will these judges wait the last 30 seconds of this match more than the other 2.5 minutes?
Wow.
That's the end of the match. Drive to the door. This one will go to the judges.
There's a lot of things to consider here. Do you get bonus points for actually becoming a hat on a house bot?
You know, like that shows a lack of control, I would say. If you got kicked up onto the top of the house spot, because clearly you don't want to do that. It's also kind of a lucky shot, I would say, you know?
Okay. Well, I do know one of our, least known about rules here at Norwalk is that if you're able to actually turn the button on the back of a house bot and turn it off, you could earn yourself some cash.
That's right. If you're able to turn off the house spot, you win $1,000 cash instantly, straight from Austin McCord's pocket. Oh my gosh, Kyle! Oh my God, I called you Kyle. Chris, it's a unanimous judge's decision. I just went to a totally different place. Hurt Caboose, Angel Vidal advances, and I have to apologize to my brother-in-law. I do know your name, okay? All right, Angel Vidal wins with a unanimous judge's decision, stays alive in the elimination bracket. Sadly, Voxel version 1 has been eliminated.
Yeah. Well, we still have Voxel in the tournament. It's really showing its prowess today, but I'm sure that we'll see Voxel V1 again sometime this year.
Yeah, Voxel V1 was the original design of Voxel. Voxel itself, just Voxel, is the latest and greatest version of that robot. It is such a great design. I love that wide drum on Voxel because you just have maximum chances for engagement, and the whole front of your robot is a weapon. It's amazing.
Yeah, I agree with you, Larry.
Larry, oh God, I'm so sorry, Chris. Yeah, I mean, if you're following along at home, I'm actually surprised that we went 6 hours and I haven't called you Kyle yet. You know?
I know. I'm actually really impressed. And I think we're actually, going on 8 hours.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Of course, Kyle, he's still with us. He's off camping right now.
Yeah, we didn't even mention it.
Yeah.
Kyle's out there doing dad things, camping with,
Camping with his kids.
Marshmallows and stuff, and we're just here burning penguins.
Yeah. Boy, Kyle, you're missing it. I think he is watching it, though, on the live stream in the woods, which is kind of like the least analog thing that you can do, you know? Like, if you're going out there to unplug and you're bringing a live robot combat.
Why not?
Wow. Okay.
Looks like Cage 3 is just about ready to go here. We have Sepiol and Stoneforge.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Fight. Robots fight.
Winners bracket round 4. Sepiol is run by Lucas Buermeyer from Ribots. Stoneforge here is this very punishing, low-profile drum spinner. Stoneforge run by James Wynn from Team WPI. This is some WPI on WPI action. These are two team members from the same team. Oh! Huge hit from Stoneforge on Sepiol. Oh! Going weapon on weapon there with Sepiol. Stoneforge remaining absolutely planted to the floor. Stoneforge getting under Sepiol. It looks like the weapon on Sepiol could be down. Ooh, James is spinning up even more. Holy smokes. You can hear him spinning up that weapon, able to gyro himself over. Getting under Sepiol, incredible. With Sepiol on its side, Sepiol is doing the thing, it's waiting for its free save. Stoneforge is going to hang back.
He'll get his free nudge. Every bot gets one.
See if Brett gets Sepiol back onto its feet. Stoneforge is celebrating there in the corner. See if Brett can do it. Oh, there we go. Good job, Brett.
I did it.
Oh, another big hit from Stoneforge on Sepiol.
Coming up on 1 minute left in this match.
Oh! Whoa! Stoneforge ran right into the rail. That was a mistake. And you could hear it. The whole box shook. Again! What is going on, James? I think he's just trying to show off at this point. Wow. Okay. "30 seconds left here in this fight. "15 seconds left here in this match. And again, Stoneforge's weapon, absolutely bulletproof. Sepiol, leaving Sepiol dying up against the rail. What an convincing way to go out here, even though it's going to go to the judges. I think that this is a foregone conclusion.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, and look, the fans love Brett.
Let's go to this replay.
Incredible. Stoneforge really showed so much control here in this match, running its weapon the full 3 minutes, popping Sepiol in the air, and tipping it onto its side twice. I think that this one should be pretty fast for the judges.
Yeah, I agree.
This is really the kind of dominating performance that you want to see from a combat robot. There we go. That is all that they, that's all she wrote. And look at this, like we called it, this is a unanimous judges decision for Stoneforge. And James Wynn, who remains alive in the winner's bracket. Sepiol is now going down into the elimination bracket. Fantastic match. That is exactly what you want to see.
Really great.
That kind of drive style, and really just staying active and mobile and damaging the full 3 minutes. Really quite incredible.
Here we're looking into cage 2.
Cage 2, I see Narcissist there with Dominic Yankaskis. And
we
right
see
now
Taurine.
we're looking at Taurine. Yeah, look at that. It looks torched, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it's a
different color after it came
Mother
out of
of
the box
pearl.
from with Clyde. Taurine is driven by Alex Johnson from Team Ribot. Alex hails from Terryville, Connecticut, and he works as a mechanical engineer, and he's a recent WPI grad against Dominic Yankaskis, who has appeared on 2 BattleBots teams with both Slapbox and Gemini. Alex looks like he just put his weapon lock back in. Ooh, good shot here of the audience. Wow, my goodness, look at the audience. You gotta love that. Here we go. Chris. He's staring into my soul, Chris.
Is this a stare off, Luke?
The eyes, they move. They as they, it's just following me around the room. Okay, this is amazing. We've had the audience here. They've been sitting in the stands for 8 hours. And some of the coolest things too, like if you want to get up and stretch, you can go and check out the Brett experience here live. You get to drive your own house bot. We had food trucks here earlier. You can go out and check out the bot museum. We've got a half dozen battle bots out there that you can take photos of and check out. This is really a very cool live experience, and I am so happy and grateful that the audience has stayed for as long as they have.
And lots of big, exciting things coming in the 2022 season. That new spectator area is going to grow with even more merch, new experiences, an outdoor area so you can enjoy it even during the summer months.
Look at this. This is the Brett experience. People are lining up to check it out. There's a good shot here of the green room. These are bot builders who are eager to get back into the box. Look at these people. Oh, I see somebody asleep. Oh, no. They look like me. That's what I wish I was doing right now. We've got the Caseys there in the background. Let's check in with Lindsay.
Hello. All right. So after Fluffy, Brett, I forget which one, had the bot as the hat, there's a lot of discussion about the rule where if you accidentally, or I suppose on purpose, turn the bot off, you get $1,000. So Scissors95 had a question that I think may have maybe an ulterior motive, but they wanted to know, what is the center line height on a house robot switch? So I don't know, do we have the answer to that for anyone who may want to build a bot specifically to turn these house robots off?
Yeah, that's a really good question. What was the name of the asker of that question?
Scissors95.
Scissors95. Okay. It's like Windows 95, but it's for households cutting objects.
And you can't run with them.
Scissors, I would estimate that it's probably 4 inches up, I would say. 4 or 5 inches up.
Yeah, I think it depends on what weight class you're in, because the heavier weight classes have a larger box and they have a larger house bot.
Yeah. Now, if you could build a robot that just has a little hand that can just turn off that robot, you can win $1,000 a match. I mean, that's pretty incredible. Okay. Now, I can see us loading here into the box. I can see Narcissist and Taurine. And over here, the Immortal Crixus and Voltage. However, we're going to go to Cage 1. We're going to go to the big box. I believe that's
8, 7,
Warhard
6,
XL.
5.
It is against Biggish.
3.
Elimination bracket round 1.
Fight, robots, fight.
A do-or-die moment here for these robots. The loser here of this fight will be eliminated and will be going home early. Brendan Steele, the driver of Biggish, came here from Ohio.
Looks like
Warhard
the
XL
come off of Biggish.
Warhard XL traveled here from Texas. The weapon on Biggish is down. Jonathan Juarez now is going to go to work. Look at that. Popping Biggish in the air. This is 12-pound full combat action. You can hear the weapon on Warhard XL spinning down. Was it damaged in that exchange, Chris? Is Jonathan able to bring the weapon back? Here comes Brendan with a little bit of aggressive tapping with his little Biggish feet.
Oh, this is relentless tapping.
Is Jonathan's robot dead?
It was the tapping.
This would be a huge turn of events. Wow, a little bit of motion from Warhard XL. Brendan is still fully mobile. Amazing.
90 seconds left in the match. We got to see some movement coming up here.
It's movement, Chris, but it's just slow movement.
Right.
It's pretty amazing because when you see slow motion like that, it usually means that one of the motors is dead and that it is able to just kind of crawl itself across the box. Brendan Steele here very clearly is pleased with his performance. Got a little nudge here from Bubbles, the house bot. Oh my God, it's happening. The count out is happening. Jonathan Juarez is being counted out here in 12-pound full combat. Elimination bracket round 1.
Wow.
This is a heartbreaking way of going out, losing to Biggish by knockout.
Knockout.
Biggish lives to tap another day.
Incredible. It really came down to mobility. Biggish's weapons was down, and it was able to just continue to move around in the box. Jonathan Juarez and Warhard XL going home early. Now, if you're here in the audience and you like Warhard, go and check out the robot in the Bot Museum. We're gonna check in here with our sponsor, Send Cut Send. Send Cut Send is an online laser and CNC cutting service, the preferred service for many of our builders for their custom robotics parts and supplies. Norwalk Havoc fans and builders can get 10% off their next purchase with code BUILD4NORWALK10. Thank you so much, Send Cut Send, for sponsoring Norwalk Havoc. Wow, a great nighttime shot here of downtown Norwalk, Connecticut. If we keep panning, we're gonna see our building. There we go. We were in the far left. We're within walking distance of downtown Norwalk.
And we are of comparable size to South Norwalk.
Yeah. My name is Luke Stengel. This is Chris DeSico. We are counting down here. We're about to go into our next break, but I think we may have a couple more fights before that break. I can see 2 boxes loaded. Which one is it going to be? Oh, okay.
Looks like cage 3 is just about ready to go.
Voltage versus the Immortal Crixus. Elimination bracket round 3.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Fight. Robots fight.
Oh! Wow. Voltage hitting the Immortal Crixus right in the mouth and again.
Holy cow.
2 very big hits. Voltage's weapon is winning these early exchanges.
Oh
but
no,
the
a belt
on Voltage is coming off. Wow, Immortal Crixus landing its first big hit. But you can see the weapon on the Immortal Crixus is spinning down, and I think that it may be dead. Immortal Crixus driver Santana Starks has had 2 bad matches in a row.
Tap out.
And that is a tap out. The Immortal Crixus is going home. Voltage remaining alive in the elimination bracket. Incredible. Those huge concussive hits from Voltage, you've got to love it when you see it. And the Immortal Crixus, you know, just those hits killed their electronics. And they stopped moving. All right, I can see cage 2. We're hitting the ready buttons. We've got Narcissist versus Taurine. This is elimination bracket round 4 in 3-pound action.
8, 7, 6, 5.
Down has begun.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Fight, robots, fight.
Dominic Yankaskis and Narcissus. This is the black and blue robot versus Taurine, this strangely beige colored robot, Chris. Taurine run by Alex Johnson from Team Ribot. Dominic Yankaskis, also a fellow BattleBots builder on Slapbox and Gemini. What you're seeing is Narcissus trying to throw its opponent across the box here, cutting into the wheels of Taurine. Taurine is looking a little bit bumpy. Wow, big hits. Taurine looks disoriented, Chris.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot going on, undercutter versus undercutter. This is a sword fight right now.
Wow, you can see bits of wood being sprayed up into the air. Elimination bracket round 4. This is really where the rubber hits the road. And Narcissus is looking absolutely bulletproof here. Putting Taurine on its head. Taurine is now an overhead cutter. Ooh.
Oh.
Yikes. Oh! Huge exchange there.
Looks like Narcissus might have lost a part of its frame.
The weapon of Narcissus is just absolutely up. Taurine on its side, trying to engage. These two weapons are still very active.
There's a pin.
That was a brief little pin from Narcissus on Taurine.
Oh!
It's like one half of the drive of Taurine could be locked up. And the weapon on Narcissus is down. 45 seconds left to go in this fight. Can Taurine rack up enough points to win? Oh my goodness! Narcissus pushing Taurine into the corner, falling between that gap between Brett and the wall.
30 seconds left on the clock.
Fully operational weapon on Taurine. Narcissus trying to continue to rack up control and aggression points here. Alex finding himself on his back. 10 seconds left in this match. This one will go to the judges. Elimination bracket round 4. And one of these robots will be eliminated here in just a moment. Great match there. Wow.
That was closer to a pinball match than a combat robotics match.
Yeah. All right, let's see how the judges score this. You had Taurine's weapon going the full 3 minutes. Although Jack Tweedy's gone for Narcissus. Oh, it's going to be split.
No, that's a lie. I did Narcissus.
Okay. Okay.
I did Taurine.
All right. We've got 2 votes for Narcissist. Is that right, Jack Tweedy?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
That is enough. Narcissist advances on a split judge's decision. We got to figure out what's going on with these scores, Chris.
We just like to keep people on their toes.
There you go. Got to keep Don Dorfler, you know, got to keep his adrenaline going. Okay, Narcissist and Dominic Yankaskis advance in the elimination bracket. Taurine and Alex Johnson will be going home early. Okay.
I see a bunch of folks congregating around cage 3.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Oh, and we have Voxel
3,
versus ER
2,
Stingray.
1.
Fight, robots, fight.
Voxel is this very wide black robot here. Bottom of your screen, and ER Stingray is the vector kit that you see here. Horizontal spinner. It sounds like a jet engine in there. This is elimination bracket round 3. It's a huge moment for these 2 robots. Now it looks like the weapon on ER Stingray is down, and Voxel is back out of its pin. Ooh. Ooh. Good move from ER Stingray, pushing Voxel up against the rail.
I guess that counts as a pin.
You can hear that weapon spinning up. Voxel's butt is stuck up against the rail. Will Brett come in to save? Here we go. That's your one save, Voxel. You don't get another one in this match. If ER Stingray can do it again, you might be dying on the rail. Ooh, another good pin from the mini-bot. Who's the driver of the mini-bot on ER Stingray?
Is Voxel still able to fire up that weapon?
Oh, that's another good pin. They can hold that pin for 10 seconds. Wow, with a weapon down, ER Stingray is still managing to rack up control points here. This would be a huge upset for ER Stingray if they're able to pull out the win here. Amazing. Wow, okay.
1 minute left on the clock.
ER Stingray is still in the mix here. Fairly mobile drive. Looks like Voxel's left side is locked up, and it is spinning helplessly there in the center of the box. Just being bullied around by these half-dead robots of ER Stingray.
It is a zombie attack at this point.
Yeah. Latest season of The Walking Dead is wild, Chris. Wow, 25 seconds left in this match. Voxel's very clearly impaired. ER Stingray is fully mobile inside of this box, racking up control points. Will it be enough to escape this match and continue on in the elimination bracket? The match is over. We go to the judges. We'll see who is going to advance. Okay. Wild match.
Yeah. There was a lot of things to try to follow. With,
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, the weapons both went down on both of these robots. And really, Voxel's locked up drive meant that it was just a sitting duck there. All it could do was twist while ER Stingray came around, especially with that mini-bot on ER Stingray, score control points. Let's see if the judges agree. We are awaiting the decision. Lindsay is going to be delivering this decision due to some of our weird judging software glitches. So we're going to see Lindsay here in just a moment, as soon as the judges can make a decision. Okay. All right. Let's go to Lindsay. Hello, Lindsay.
Hello. All right. Unanimous decision on behalf of the judges for Stingray.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Good job. ER Stingray remains alive in the elimination bracket.
Nice job.
And we're going to be bidding farewell to Voxel. Voxel is out. Voxel version 1 is also out. That team has been eliminated.
We'll see them again, I'm sure, very soon.
Of course, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think that we can do that. Chris, we are going to be going into yet another break here shortly. We are going to go to another stream at 6 o'clock. We're going to give you some details about that here in just a couple minutes. I think we may try and squeeze in one more fight before we go to that break.
Right. I see a couple of bots loading up into box 2. We have Shreddit Bro and a Drift. There we see the Brett experience out there. And there's the Ed Cam.
Oh, round of applause for Ed.
There's the Ed Cam.
You got to love that.
Hey, Ed. Hey.
Oh, I love Ed. Okay. All right. And we are going to be going here into a break here shortly. I just have to find the right sheet here, Chris. I got a lot of sheets. Okay. All right, I just want to thank everyone for tuning in so far today. We've had some incredible fights over the last 2 sessions. All right. All right, coming up, the semifinals, the finals, all the fights you've been waiting for all day long. We're gonna meet you right back here on YouTube in just a few minutes at 6 o'clock Eastern. Stretch your legs, grab a snack, make it quick because you don't wanna miss any of the wild action. We've got burning penguins, we're destroying bulletproof Lexan, we're pouring out liquid nitrogen. We'll see you back here at the top of the hour.